Going live a little bit earlier than the time indicated to let people stream in, and also I've just been sitting here, so I thought I would. Going live a little bit. Aha! That's why we do a sound check, because it's picking up the wrong mic. And there we go. Should be fine. Turn the sound back on in a second to see how we sound. I said sound too many times. Matthew Coffin popping in. Hey yo. What up, dude? I'm back. A little bit earlier than the time indicated to let people stream in, and also I've just been sitting here, so I thought I would. Going live a little bit. Aha! That's why we do a sound check, because it's picking up the wrong mic. Hurry up, buddy. There we go. Hurry up. Turn the sound back on in a second. There we go. There we go. Now we sound as beautiful as ever. So tournament starts in 4 minutes. What the hell are we doing today? What's a Highlander thing? Well, one, that picture on your screen right now, that was supposed to be the thumbnail, but YouTube didn't like it. YouTube has a stick up its bum. And I thought that was great. So screw you, YouTube. It's awesome. Aside from that, it is in the description, but it's like from RTK BobTresh talked to me about the idea, and I liked it, so we decided to run a tournament. So let's get this out of your way so you can see what the hell I'm doing. Oh, wait. Nope. Okay, yeah, we're fine. I'm moving the right thing. So Highlander means, like, if I was making a Skaven army, I couldn't take 2 assassins. I can only take 1. I can only take 1 of any hero type, but I can also only take 1 Skaven slave, 1 Skaven slave spear. If I want a storm vermin halberd, that's the only one I get. Now RORs are different. So you could do the Storm Vermin, Halberd, and the Council Guard. Basically, as long as the picture changes, you're good. So, like, shields are fine. You can have all 4 clan rat variants, just 1 of each. Right? And that's the idea for the tournament. It kind of helps with some diversity. You kind of have to see some new units. Skaven aren't an ideal roster to show you that, because their roster's so big. But if you go to, like, Beastmen, you know, you'll get Taurox, you'll get a Doom Bull, like you usually do. But then they can't spam Tuskor Chariots, they only bring 1. They can't spam Centaurs, they only bring 1. So you might see some Centaurs with great weapons. You might see both dog variants. Maybe we'll get to see some Minotaurs yet again. So, should be fun. The prize is changing the Discord picture. We try to host a tournament like this once a week. Last week we tried to host one, but not enough people signed up, so we ended up canceling it, and I just streamed more Ent Ladder stuff. But we usually try to do this weekly. Tournament participation has been way down. Since Warhammer 3 is coming out soon, a lot of people are taking a break until Game 3. We're trucking along. We're surviving. All right. 2 minutes left in this tournament thingy. Let's see how the signups are doing. Left screen. Come with me. Highlander. So far we have 6 people. 7 people, everybody's checked in. We have TN, Artisan Tech Priest West. Rubber Duck of War is signing up for one of our tournaments. Okay. Don't usually see him around. Good to have him. Contende, Cuden, Stormrunner, and myself. So that's pretty fun. In 1 minute's time, I will shuffle this and then make sure that I am in the starting bracket so I don't get a bye, because that seems a little sketchy if I, the tournament host, give myself a bye. And also make sure clans aren't fighting themselves, so Stormrunner and Rubber Duck won't be in the same starting thing. Tien and Cuden won't, but I think everybody else is different. Contende's LS, Artisan Sinv. I'm freelance. For now. That's good tea, but that's the wrong tea. I need the caffeinated tea first. We're going to switch it out. We have black vanilla chai, and then we have mint. It's going to be a good day. Good tea choices today. All right, 1 minute left. How's YouTube doing? Real human being, you early stream, and then a bunch of characters. Good. Glad whatever that is happening. Okay, we are at 1, so let's refresh this one more time. Process checking results early, because it's 1 and I have shit to do today. Okay, participants shuffle. 1, 2, 3. Bracket. And I gotta make sure no one is doubled up. They are not. We are good to start. Yes, good. Start the tournament, message the people. Fine tournament opponent. Now we play the game where can I remember everyone who was playing? Rubber Duck, Contende, myself I don't have to mention, Artisan, Tech Priest, Cuden, Tien, and Storm. And that should be 3-3. That is everybody. We are live, go at Cuden. I'll get a lobby. Cool. And we're off. The scorecard is still left over from my disappointing failure to get 20 wins. Partially by my own failings as a human. And partially because the world hates me and everybody cheated and it's not my fault. And I'm a perfect player. But mostly it's my fault. I'm considering leaving it up there for all time. But never getting rid of it. Ow, still hot. That is still too hot to drink. Okay, so we go to 0. Everything here today is a best of 3. So it shouldn't be horrifically long, but it also shouldn't be too short. His name's short enough I can throw Ama in front of it. As that is the clan Cuden belongs to. And the blocker was just... The blocker will be there for future when I need it when I'm not participating and I want to block other people's builds, but I also just want to show you how cool the picture was that YouTube hated. I'm not actually going to block my army. If people want to cheat in a for-fun tournament, then I guess that's just what's going to happen. I mean, obviously I prefer they don't, but it's fine. When the prize is changing the Discord picture, it's like, all right, cool dude. You want to see some dwarves win? Then we'll start off with dwarves. How you doing, Utari? Wait, Utarai. Utarai? Not super sure how to say that. Real human being, human boy sucks. I agree. I agree at real human being. Alright, what's the map I'm supposed to be on? Southern Chaos Wastes. Gotcha. Cuden's now playing Total War Warhammer, so he'll be here soon. And I pick first, so I'll pick dwarves and something, but I'll just actually pick dwarves no matter what. Ah, tea is delicious. Delicious. And also when it's cold as shit outside, feels good. Feels good on your body. Alright. Cuden. I know you're somewhere. No one ever is. Unless your name is just like Rick. People aren't sure how to say your name. I have a very nice lady who messages me a lot, and her name is Chiara, and I'm still not sure if it's Kiara, like, I don't know how to say it, and she messages me all the time, and I'm kind of too awkward to just be like, hey, how do you say that? Person I've sent over 100 messages to. It's best of 3, best of 1. 3, baby. Also dwarves, high elves. But we're going dwarves. So if we weren't here at the intro, what's the Highlander thing? The Highlander thing is I can only take one of any unit type. So if I want a dwarf warrior with great weapon, that is my one and only dwarf warrior with great weapon. Now you can do minus blasted charges in the ROR because they're different, but it's just pretty much you can only take one of whatever these are. You know, that kind of thing. Unit variants are a different thing. It's just, as long as it is a different image you are clicking on, it's a different thing.
High elves, Dowie it is. Okay, so let's start off with... I mean, Thorgrim is just really, really good. And I'm going to just say you're... Utorai. That's what I'm going with. If Utorai wants to see a win, we're going to go Thoric. For real, I was hoping for a mirror. Chat wanted a duel. How'd the trip go? The trip went well. I got to show Grace where I used to live and the college I went to and that kind of stuff. We went on a short hike in a park I used to run through a lot. So it was a good time. It was a good time. It was cold as hell. Super cold. Quite windy as well. And there was a snowstorm on the way up. It was spooky. It was a spooky time. Sorry. I need to ask. Okay. Uterai. Uterai. Yeah, damn it. I forgot how I said it. Now I'll have to go back and figure it out. Anyway, I put up a poll for whether or not we're taking Gotrek, but aside from him, it is High Elf, so I want a Thunderer. Oh, this is going to be tricky. I want a cannon. I guess we'll take an organ gun, because I usually take 2 cannons, and an organ gun's just going to have to suffice. Cannon. Organ gun. Thunderer. Iron Drake Trollhammer Torpedo is close enough, I guess. Let's get 1 Iron Drake to help clear out White Lions, because I can't... Oh, I can't Longbeard with Great Weapon spam. Oh, no. Longbeard with Great Weapons are usually how you deal with the White Lions these days. Oh, no. Oh, God. All right, I want 1. I get the Grumbling Guard, but that's 2. Expect Unexpected versus Cuden. That's true. Cuden is a Chad memer. Let's get... Do the Peak 8 guard beat Swordmasters? What up, Rusty? Because if they don't beat Swordmasters, then I don't want them. But if they do, I want them. Well, actually, that's also a thing. I need to stop thinking about it like I'm facing normal High Elves. They also can only take 1 of each unit. Okay. So this is too many. I'm going to get rid of the Trollhammer Torpedoes. I'll keep a Thunderer. Gosh, this is hard. I'll get a Dwarf Warrior and a Dwarf Warrior with Great Weapons just because they're really good chaff. We have votes for Gotrek, so we also are throwing Gotrek in here. And if we take Gotrek, I usually want Felix for the healing. We do love healing in this house. Felix. Trollhammers will destroy them. I suppose. So Gotrek, Felix, and Thoric Ironbrow are super strong hero core that can run around and beat anything. Organ Gun and Cannon can harass stuff on the way in. Especially chariots. Thunderers also can help with air units and chariots. Iron Drakes can clear out basic infantry. What have we not covered? Cavalry and archers. So let's get rid of the Iron Drakes and instead get a Rangers and Quarrelers. That'll counterfire archers and help clear out chaff. And then for cavalry, let's get Giant Slayers and Slayers. This army is tiny. Oh, God. Okay. Can I save money anywhere to get a miner? Can I save money anywhere to get a miner? I could cut the Rune of Wrath and Ruin altogether and get a miner. I could cut you, get a miner with blasting charges. 450. That's not good. That's bad. Okay, if I cut the Great Weapon and turn him into a blasting charge, I can get the Rune of Fire back. No, I can't. That sucks. I want that Rune of Fire back. I want it. Give me it. It's the best rune in the whole game. Gyro Bomber might be okay since it's 1 unit only. You're fine. Let's cut the organ gun for the gyro bomber everybody's screaming about. If we're going to use the gyro bomber, I'm going to cut Felix and get an engineer, because I want restock. And then I'll take the firing of Thori. No, too much gold. Though I'd rather have the firing of Thori than that thing. Yeah, we'll do this. This is a build. Sure. Sure, he said confidently. This is a build. The fuck are you saying, that's a person. Saying that the dwarf army is tiny? That's going in the fucking book. I mean, dwarves are short, and there's not a lot of them. Makes it a tiny army. Yeah, the gyro bomber, recently in the chaos matchup, I've been taking master engineers to give resupplies to the gyro bombers, because their problem is running out of ammo, not like getting shot down in most cases. Okay. That's a small enemy army. Alrighty, Thoric. So we have Thoric, we have you. Turn that off, turn that on. Stand next to Thoric and Gotrek. They will protect you. I promise. What's your range? Very long. Could I deploy back? A little bit. So I want to be over here. If we're down here, this is like, it's hard to see, but this is kind of a valley. So if I put my cannon down here, Cuden could advance on the plateau and then come at me, and I can't see him. So I need to be on the plateau. If anybody cares about that sort of thing. You up here, turn skirmish mode off, because I need you to obey commands in case we get into trouble. You two need to help defend that gyrocopter. Actually, Rangers are stealth, so I want to put them up front, and then Quarrelers I want to put behind Thunderers because of Arc of Fire. Okay. It's a nice little square of ranged power. Now I have to try to defend all this shit with, like, 3 guys. Okay. Basic miners are going to protect the cannon because they're worthless otherwise. Blasting charges will be up front. Dwarf warriors with shields will hold for a long time. So will Longbeards. I'm going to have to spread out a little bit and just hope that we can hold. What else do we have? Giant Slayers and Slayers. This is a build. Alright, come on over here. Front and center. And we are feeling good about this. Yes, it's gonna be great. Ready, ready, good luck, have fun. Standard bomber greater than ROR bomber? Weirdly, kinda. Like, for some reason I usually get more work out of the standard gyro bombers. Alright, let's see what sort of nonsense we're getting into. So first we have to countershoot the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower and try to kill it. Mage of High Magic, Pyramid Company, White Lions, Sword Masters, some Archers. Are they sisters? No, Archers, White Lion Chariot, and then 2 regular Lions. Okay. We're feeling pretty okay with this. And 1 cannon should be to duel with the Bolt Thrower unless he's behind the hill. Oh, Cuden. Oh, you've made me mad. Okay, so we have to advance, because we're going to lose. I'll leave the miners behind to defend this. The rest of you need to go up. Because he cleverly positioned behind a hill. Which is why we switch targets. We can't hit that. Even though it's not obstructed, it'll just miss or hit the hillside or something. Okay. So now we're in range, kinda. For some stuff. And you guys can move up. Grumbling Guard also move up. Don't really want you to sit here and get shot. Slayers can stay with the archers to try and keep them safe from the lions. Oh, nice Tempest. Think you're a real cool guy, tempesting my gyro bomber like that, thinking you're just all that in a bag of chips, don't you? Oh, these people. We have Imric. Dwarf warriors are going to go fight sword masters. I'm sure that'll go great for them. Archers, help us out, those sword masters, because otherwise we're going to lose it pretty bad. Alright, gyro bomber, go do your thing. And giant slayers and slayers hang out. Okay. Cannon's really having a tough time getting some hits over here. Quarrelers can't get in range of that bolt thrower just yet. And he is doing great work on our thingy. Should pop the Rune of Doom before I lose too many units. Probably. Alright, let's get onto the Lion Chariots. Give the Grumbling Guard a Rune of Speed so they can try to kick a ton of ass and... Ow! Ow, Thoric! Ow-wee! Ow, okay. Alright, well, that wasn't nice. That was not nice what you did right there. Thoric took a bunch of damage. We didn't appreciate that. Not one bit. Gyro Bomber is doing its best over here. We have Slayers attacking Lions, exactly what they should be doing. Giant Slayers will attack those. And you guys just do what you can about this. Gotrek's doing his best in here, but he's also having kind of a bad time. We got a cannon to help us with these Lion Chariots, because Slayers are handling that okay. Okie dokie, how are we doing on ammo over here for you, big guy? You walk over here. Things are going okay. Gotrek's not having a lovely time, but he'll get over it. Gyro Bomber, you've done enough on that front. Get close to the engineers so he can just give you ammo. There we go. Good boy. I know I have bombs, but right now I'm a little worried about getting too close to those archers, so I'm not all that about it. Thoric is about to die. He'll do his best to run away, but he's probably gonna die, and we've all accepted that. Okay, so now we shut down all the archers, and our gyro bomber can go burr. As far as you, little ranger friend, run away. Because when Thoric dies, I'll need you to give the gyro bomber ammo, or we're gonna lose this game. Screw these white lions, man. Okay, bolt thrower is honestly almost out of ammo, so I'm just gonna let it do that. As long as it's not shooting my gyrocopter, I'm happy. I don't actually know what it is shooting at, but yeah, it's fine. Okay, you guys turn around and fire at that. Cannon's still trying to help out over here, and Thunderers are coming back to the fold. Run! Run, my little engineer! Run! Give me ammo! Give me ammo, then you have my permission to die. Thank you. Alright, run for your life. Okay. I like where we're at. Bounce Power isn't the biggest fan, but Bounce Power is on drugs. We don't care about Bounce Power thing. Will you stop over there, Mr. Man? I will bomb your friends. I will bomb everything on my way over here to show you a good time. Gotrek, get your healing. Oh, Gotrek died. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, if we can kill that guy, and then kill these archers, we will be unopposed in the sky. How's Cannon doing? I don't know what you're even shooting at anymore, my guy. Shoot at that, though. With our mighty ranger veteran guy, not ranger veteran, I forget what to call him. With our Dudo dead, I don't have any more ammo, so I gotta actually save this for Imric. Ah! Juke! 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 Go into melee. Juke! Alright. We're all shooting. You're gonna shoot at that. You're gonna chase this off. You guys are doing that. Everybody's doing good. Everybody's doing good. Where's the edge of the map? Ah, very far away. Delightful. Come back. Okay, you're doing your best, but come back. That's enough. That's enough of that. Can you guys route that before it gets to my thunderers? Please, 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 shoot. Fire! Fire! Oh, God! Alright, I didn't fire enough. Sag. Okay. We're really trying to take out that guy. Yeah, it looks like it did okay. Okay, you... Give me a better shot. Go right there. Alright, everybody move up. I told you to wait until I told you to fire, you degenerate. Swordmaster of Hoeth has healing and harmonic convergence. And do either of you have shields? No. Well, Lordmaster of Hoeth does. So let's shoot Imric. Oops. You didn't see shit! Excuse me. Turn the thing, turn the thing, turn the thing, turn the thing, turn the thing. Alright. Alright, just walk in the middle of my own guys. Make me do friendly fire. Make me the bad guy. Excuse me, pardon me. Get fucked, Lore Master. Imric, you're next. Get fucked, Imric. Alright, turn. Turn. Yeah, dinged him. Alright, keep up with him. You guys are all doing pretty good. Come back. Thunderers rallied. Miracles will never cease to amaze me with Dwarven leadership. Alright, you. Turn. I love how I'm always on the furthest side of this thing from this guy. You blew up a cannon with a sword! Who do you think you are? You stupid elven bastard. Alright, did we kill Imric? We killed Imric, everybody's shattering. Manually firing cannons. It's a thing. Do it. Do it! Manual fire your cannons! If you don't, they are idiots. If you do, they can kill foot characters in melee combat. Okay. Can the Master Engineer bring Zufbar 24-pounders in multiplayer? No, unfortunately. Why not tell me you are streaming? I need to make fun of you picking the dwarves. I put a ping up on Discord, but I had pinged twice today already, so I didn't ping the stream. Gotrek did okay. Frickin' Imric and the Lore Master just wrecked Thoric. That was awesome. Try using page up to get another cannon entity? You can do that? Wait, you can do that? Do you not play Total Warhammer 2 on your main monitor? I kind of have two. The camera's just at the top of the middle. I don't know, man. I try to make it so I'm kind of looking at it. Okay, I'm all caught up. GG, well played. Imric and Lore Master put Thoric in the dirt. Okay, I need to change the map for him and then update the score. Ashen. Ashen, Ashen, Ashen. Maps up. It's even on the text when you manual fire. Huh. I'll have have to try that out. I did not know that. Okay. 1. Cool. Everybody underestimates my boy Imric till they get wrecked. Pick Chaos and Skaven. Hey, Wicked D, what up? When is the Anticity head-to-head? Looking forward to that. It is tomorrow at 2.5 hours from when I am saying this right now, backwards. Because it's 11 a.m. Central Standard Time for the United States, which is where I live. And we're doing Malekith and Alethanar. And I think Malekith has a decent advantage in the campaign, so I'm hoping that buoys me. Because Anticity's definitely a better campaign player than me. But once we get into the battles, it's like he has a slight advantage, but it's not nearly as big of an advantage as he has in the campaign map. Let's do Chaos Skaven? Chaos Skaven. Empire. Sigmar, bless this ravaged body. Jonathan Eastman is tomorrow. Yep. Cuden's here. What up, Cuden? Okay. We'll see what he goes. I'm trash. You know this. So we get one of each unit on a medium-small map. Okay. What up, Simone? We'll go Gelt. Gelt on horse. I don't want him in the sky all alone where he can get netted and shot down, but I also don't want him on foot where the Skaven can catch him, so we'll do in between. I want only final trans and that. Okay. Cool. How much is evasion? 69? Nice. We'll cut it. We'll make Gelt cheap. Cheap, cheap, cheap boy. Aside from that, I have my caster. I don't know if I even need any other heroes, so let's take a look at what we have for infantry. So we're running at him. Hello from Talea. Hello. I am assuming that means Espanol. 10 out of 10 tourney formage won't spoil much yet. Okay, cool. Go full meme, General of the Empire. Isn't Gelt good enough? Isn't Gelt enough for you people? We'll do double Hellstorm rocket batteries. Royal Altdorf Griffites for some terror. Empire Knights. Knights the Blazing Sun. One of each infantry. Close enough to each infantry. Archer, crossbowmen, deathjacks, huntsman. Yes, so we have 4 archers, we have 5 infantry, we have 3 cav, and the double Hellstorm rocket battery. I see no problem with this. Nothing can go wrong. And the deathjacks have Vanguard. Talea is Italy, Estalia, Spain. Shit. Well, I tried. I'm playing I'm playing the Italian Empire in my current Crusader Kings campaign with a friend. It's a neat area. If you play Crusader Kings, you'll kind of get what I'm talking about when I say it is weird to have money. I have played a lot of campaigns where I am broke as shit. No money. And then in the Italian campaign, it's like I can't spend enough money. I'm always overflowing with cash. Sure, that feels like a build. What the fuck is this? Again, we have 28 people here. The last time I mentioned it was when we had 10, so for anybody who heard this before, sorry, but today is a Highlander Tournament, which means it's from BobTresh. There can be only one, so I can't take 2 of the same kind of any units, so, you know, that's why the build looks so weird, is, I could take a spearman, and then a spearman with shields, and then a swordsman, but you can't take multiple of them, so my front line is just kind of a garbage bag of nonsense. As is our birthright. How's the rest of the tournament going? I doubt anybody's completed a best of 3 yet. That does look to be true. Contende and Rubber Duck of War are still fighting. And so are Artisan Tech Priest and Stormrunner. Good. Let's welcome them to Astalia. I wish that had been Astalian tomb, but here we are. His troop count is rather small. I'm kind of worried about it. We'll see if we're both going to rush each other, but until then, let's put our Hellblaster volley guns, not volley guns, Hellstorm rocket batteries behind these trees because they can fire up and over it, which is completely fine for us. I'll put them like this. Yes. Okay, you guys take skirmish mode off, Guardian on. We'll have the Deathjacks on a secret mission over there. Yes, secret Deathjacks. Being secret. Actually, let's put the Deathjacks over here. Go, Deathjacks, go. Huntsmen. Then we have basic archers and crossbowmen. And then we have our front line coming up behind. Okay. The Cav that'll defend the Hellstorm, and the Cav that'll actually do the charging. Balthazar Memer running around. This feels like it is not going to work. But let's try. Let's try. Deathjacks, reserve, and my front line. Privyet! Hey, Caradoc. How's it going, dude? If you play Crusader Kings, Italy, I do really expect you to know where Pavia is tomorrow. Oh shit, that does sound familiar. Where is that? Right now I'm the Kingdom of Romania. And I'm trying to get the Kingdom of Italy. So I kind of have... If Italy is a boot, I have the calf. Right now I'm sitting on the calf. Next episode, Twix Tournament. We have to take 2 of everything. Alright, you mass vanguarding degenerates. That's bad. It's not great for what's going on here. There are wolf rats over here I don't really want to deal with. I'm getting a phone call right now.
This is Mark with an important message about your automobile service contract.
Hi, Mark.
Looks like the time to renew or extend your service contract has expired or will be expiring shortly. If you would like to keep coverage or extend it, press 8 to speak to a customer service agent and go over options. Press the number 9 if you are declining coverage or wish not to be reminded again.
Mark, you want to do me a huge solid and go fuck yourself? How are we feeling about that? Yes? No? Yes? No? Because that would be like a huge help to me. Fuck you, Mark. Alright.
Seems like the time to renew or extend your service contract has expired or will be expiring shortly. If you would like to keep coverage or extend it, press 8 to speak to a customer service agent and go over options. Press the number 9 if you are declining coverage or wish not to be reminded again.
Fuck you, Mark. You're a real piece of shit, Mark. Ooh, that's an interesting formation over there. Look at these guys. I mean, whatever. Those wolf rats were pretty nice to take out what I had. Didn't have a whole lot to deal with them. Okay, so these knights are routing off some stuff. That's pretty good. We got one juicy final trans. Oh, and there's... Ew. Okay. There's, little Ashen Sorcerer over there. Don't want to really deal with that. So Gelt needs to stay safe, so we can cast Final Transes later in life. This is going okay. What the fuck was that? Did anybody just hear that? I swore I just heard more rockets go off, but we had definitely run out. What the... Okay, I'm confused. Spooky, scary, terror-causing Demigryph Knights could be the key to winning this. Meanwhile, these Knights of the Blazing Sun are nuts! Look at them go! They just took out so much stuff. Holy shit. And these Empire Knights are nuts. What is this? heavy cavalry. Take me away. Okay. Big, spooky, terror-causing boys are going to try to kill that Ashen Sorcerer. You guys are going to do that. These guys are going to get a little bit of poke onto Snitch. And Gelt's going to run away from those wolf rats before they realize he exists. And look at these Empire Knights! Look at them go! They're just not going anywhere. They don't give a single shit. Ow, that hurt a lot more than I thought it would. We didn't like that one bit. Okay. Alright, we need to leave. I don't like what's going on here. I like our chances. The game isn't as big of a fan. But too bad. Especially if we can get one more final trans onto Snitch here. Hey! Don't spin in a pile of good boys, alright? They're all doing their best. I need 28 Winds of Magic, right? I think. Okay, we have terror-outed that assassin. And let's... I guess we'll undercast this. We'll undercast it, just because I guess I could use Gelt to be alive. Wolf rats are coming in hot, though. I'll need the Royal Altdorf Griffites to protect me from them. Snitch is pretty much dead. Royal Altdorf Griffites, terror out off the wolf rats. Watch this. Watch how quickly the wolf rats are going to fucking rout. Like, they're a balanced unit on their leadership, but it is really funny how quickly they rout. And terror out. Oh, your next one wants to terror out? You want to terror out too, little buddy? Okay, that can be arranged. Is that terror or real? Because if it's not real, Gelt shouldn't follow him. It's not real. It's not real! It was a trap! It was all a trap. Deathjacks are doing the work of the gods. Trying to take out Snitch. I like our chances. We're doing good. Look at the Deathjacks go. They're just unhindered. Free and clear to do whatever they want with their day. Okay. You random guys aren't doing very much. That's fine. You guys go protect Balthazar. And Balthazar almost has another final trans up for Snitch. But Snitch is routed by the Royal Altdorf Chads. Oh no. Eviction Stat Squad. Okay. Well. It is what it is. Deathjacks, you served us well. Royal Altdorf Griffites, you're just great. You're just doing great. Okay. Balthazar's doing fine. Pop Volan's staff. But without their leadership, they're all going to crumble pretty quickly here. We did it. The Empire endured. AP dogs? There's one AP. The magic damage one is AP, and the one with poison is not AP. But renew your service contract. Where's Marienburg in the real world? Pavia is beautiful in real life. Yeah, Grace and I have been meaning to go to Italy. I know she really wants to go. The only trip I ever did to Europe was I lived in Germany for 2 to 3 weeks in like a high school exchange program kind of thing because I spoke German. I liked Keaton's build. That was very funny. But I mean, go back. How did the Hellstorm shoot when they were both shattered? It did shoot! I heard something, but wasn't sure. I have to check that. I knew I heard something. Okay. You have the Kingdom of Naples and Sicily then. I'm working on Sicily right now, yeah. Wicked, you weren't subbed, dude? Well, welcome. Welcome. Funny run should be, yes. And stuff about getting... I will make a video about it if it's true. Truer. Okay. Well, see ya, kid. I think I might have memed too hard. Hopefully Stormrunner doesn't take it personally. What did you do? I'm done yelling at Artisan Tech Priest. So, will fight Artisan Tech Priest in a second, but I do have to go see if this replay has any juice on it. Because this is where the content comes from, ladies and gentlemen. It's from playing enough games that you just happen to run into every bug that ever existed. You've been to the Netherlands, Belgium, and Greece for conferences in the past. Best trip you had was to Crete for a conference, staying in the old Greek Orthodoxy Academy with a beer vending machine in the lobby. That's pretty cool. Okay, there's no one near these hellstorms. Do they fire? I'm curious, when did that happen? Because I heard the noise, I just didn't see it. Da, 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 da. He just fires it for no reason. It doesn't hit anything. It just fired for no reason. It was pointless. That's funny. Just a one-off. Does it fire again? I'm curious. Okay, doesn't look like it fires again. It's just once. Okay. That's still funny. Like, I'll probably make... The video I'll make about it is not, like, one of my, you know, what is this broken fucking thing? But it'll be, like, kind of like the Lou one that came out yesterday. Where it's just funny. Like, do some sort of narration, like, the Ghost Hellstorm rocket battery fires. The unsuspecting Skaven do not see it coming. Etc. I love that shit, dude. I mentioned it in one or two of the videos, but if you guys run into any funny bugs, just send me the replays. I love that stuff. Okay. So now we'll fight Artisan for the first of the semifinals. I'll let him know lobby's up. Lobby is up, by the way. That Hellstorm is late blooter. Sounds cool. Austriana visa, I qualify for, look for jobs in my field and work at Ben the Barman's bar for a while. He owns a bar? Like, his name is Ben the Barman, so I guess I should have assumed, but still. Spiritual damage. Your duty is not done, brother. So apparently Artisan's watching. Artisan. Alright, what do we got? Rubber Duck and Contende are still going at it. I will message TN, tell him to wait for me in his semifinals, but otherwise we can get this show on the road. Blood Pine Woods, and I'm first. Blood Pine Woods. Yo, yo. I'll go Brett and... what else? Okay. What was I doing? Changing the names. And messaging TN to wait for me. Artie Tech Boy. His name is too long. Oops. He doesn't have a free point yet. Alright, then TN. TN. Yep. Wait for me in semi-final, please. He has been informed. Empire for the lady. Bert. Artisan Tech Priest is a good player too. He is. He's also a meme lord. He loves memes. Cook traditional Chinese food. My name is Ben too, so we want to party together. Sure. Your opponent's still fighting. Cyrus spreading misinformation. All right, Artisan. All right. Calm your body. We're taking Rapunzel because she's my favorite. I don't care that she's bad. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter that she's objectively terrible. Now we will take a Damsel of Life because I don't feel like losing that easily. And we will take Dwellers Below, Earthblood, and that. I will take one Paladin. You know what? I want Henri. So since we're going Reponse anyway, I can go Chevs and get Henri. Bon nuit. Bon nuit to you all. Now I want the Life Wizard. Yes, want both those. Want all these. Power Stone sucks, actually. Never mind. Screw the Power Stone. So, Knights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a good smattering of Knights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 peasants. 1, 2, 3 peasant archers. And by the leather, it is almost a perfect gold spend on all the things I want from this build. 1 gold left. A single piece for me to throw in the well of the lady. And beg for her favor. Jonathan Eastman. I'll go AFK for a while. Can't guarantee I'll watch your stream the whole time. I will indeed ping you, my lord. I don't think this is going to work, but we'll try. We'll try. Artisan was messaging me some pretty cryptic shit about his first games versus Stormrunner, so I think he has something wild. Watching Human Boy is your dirty secret. Glad I'm so beloved I have to be hidden. That's pretty good. Anybody hyped for Warhammer 3 stuff? Yeah, supposedly streams are happening Wednesday. Also, Anticity and I will be streaming at that time together in our head-to-head, so... Oops. Guessing viewership on that will be quite low, but it should be fun anyway. Hearing a lot of rumors about new lords and stuff. Were the Thankwell rumors ever confirmed, or are those still just rumors? Because I have no idea how that would work. Like, it just seems weird to bring a Game 2 race into Game 3 at the start before Mortal Empires and, like, tell everybody else to just suck it. I mean, I'll take it because I like Skaven, but also, if that is true, it's going to be kind of weird with my brand being, like, the Skaven player. But I do want to try all the new stuff. I don't really just want to go straight into playing Skaven in Game 3. Kind of wanted to do like a Nurgle campaign, a Khorne campaign. But I feel like if there's Thankwell and no one else is going to play him right away, I might have to. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, dude. CA's not making my job easy. Okay, instead of positioning my units like a dumbass, let's think for a second here. Anti-large, 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 armor-piercing, and then kind of chaff. The cavalry version of chaff in front. Alright, let's think it through. Come on. So we'll group all three of you. I almost have 750 subs. Almost. I pre-ordered it, but I'm not hyped about the faction. No Thankwell, if you remember correctly. I'm okay without Thankwell at the very start, because I just want to cover new stuff. My friends will do a 3v3 head-to-head campaign, and I'll be player number 7 building Undercities below all of them. That's the way to do it. Or just Nagash. I really do want Nagash. I think he'd be super fun. Skaven are one of the most popular factions? Really? Maybe. I don't see a lot of people playing them online, but I guess people like them. Yeah, people like the thought of Skaven. They don't like playing Skaven. Okay, what the hell is this? So we have a Luminarch. We have Volkmar, we have a steam tank, we have a Hellstorm rocket battery, we have Flagellants, Sigmar Suns, Flagellants, and Swordsman. Seems legit. Man, these knights feel slow. Oh no, my peasants! What will I do? Without my peasants, no! I might as well surrender. I think I juked that. Tried to juke it. Okay. Peasants keep advancing. Advancing your pathetic bodies. Ow. Hellstorm goes burr. Bellicor. Was it confirmed to get more than a 2-player campaign? I have no idea. I hope. Sounds fun. In campaign, Skaven is the third. Is third in campaign played, if I remember correctly. Behind High Elves? Also, bro, nice job shooting that rock, but what the fuck were you aiming at? Anyway, that's pretty funny. Okay, so we have archers getting in range. We have a Hellstorm rocket battery being a dingus. Stop it. Don't do that. Be nice. Okay. Archers, shoot that. You, go get that. You, go be annoying. And you, go be annoying. You guys come here, and all of my pathetic, measly peasants move up. Alright, we're taking a lot of damage on the advance, but that's not actually that surprising, because he has 1.5 million guns. He's actually running out of ammo, which is fine for us. Okay. So you guys go here. You guys go here. Questing Knights also can come here. Raponce and you come this way. He's gonna net my dudes, which I'll charge him with these dudes instead then. And now we'll move up a little bit more. Archers are extremely distracted by basic swordsmen. Let's rear charge them to try and break them quicker. Okay, we'll throw a heal here to try and counteract the banishment that's coming in, but it's looking a little unlikely. Otherwise, I don't really want a dwellers, just that. These knights are doing fine. They're actually kind of clubbing the shit out of everything here. Okay. You guys come in here, come in here. I guess we'll just keep our stuff ready for healing. This stuff was made for healing. And that's just what it do. I want the shielded version of you to come with me. And archers also come with me. Alright, first let's shoot the Temple off Luminarch. Kill that fucking thing. Route it off. That. One of you charge that. One of you charge that. I don't know what Raponce and you are fighting, but you're probably doing your best, so I'll trust you about that. Okay, let's heal anything we can in this blob. And now that you have charged, go away. Okay, these guys, pull away. Get ready to chase off that Luminarch. You guys charge them, charge them. You go after that. You actually go after that. And we're doing alright. I mean, there are better things that have existed. The lady wills it! Okay, you guys plow into that. And how are the archers doing? Okay. Let's all shoot at this thing. Okay. I would like to heal you too, if you don't mind. Thank you. You guys are back. Okay. Have some knights. This is going okay. I mean, there have been worse things. Henri, no! You will not break in front of Rapunzel. The lady wills it! Do we have Earthblood back? No. Henry, no, you cowardly fool! How dare you! How dare you leave Rapunzel on her own? You know she is afraid of the dark. And the night is very dark, Henry. Without you. When there is no Henry, there is no light. The lady calls Henry back from the brink. Rapunzel's just in here, just getting it. Okay. How are we doing, archers? How are we doing? Seems like okay is the best way to sum this up. Still shooting at that steam tank and not really getting a whole lot out of it. Withdraw! Charm shield. Hang in there, buddy. We almost have healing for you. Alright. Time to leave. Time to leave. Stop. Everybody stop leaving control groups as soon as I click on you. Okay, let's hope that hits Henry. Okay. We will try to charge in yet again. Rapunzel's got to be getting value today. Okay, she's doing alright. She's doing alright. It is time to pull her away for just a little bit. Henry, you can't break again. Rapunzel is breaking right now. That's not great. Okay, you finished chasing off that. That's excellent. You finished chasing off swordsman, it looks like. That is also excellent. And Henry has to group up with some stuff that needs healing. So I can heal a lot of things at once. Ease. Okay, you got a nice charge off. Come back. You guys come in here. God damn. We are just firing in here. Ow. Oh, is this his stupid... This is his, like, quadruple damage resistance buff blob thing that Artisan does. Yeah, he's done this to me before. I just didn't really recognize it with the Hellstorm rocket battery, but he stacks Volkmar with a Warrior Priest and Life Wizards. They just have this really dumb single entity blob they run around with. Okay. So archers, do what you can to take out the Sigmar's sons. The rest of us run away. Because our archers are running out of ammo, so might as well use the rest of that while I heal up Rapunzel and Henry. Okay. Try to do that. You are out of ammo, so you're next on the chopping block. You too. And how are we doing over here? These are the Grail Knights? These are the Grail Knights. Welcome to the heal party, gentlemen. Okay. We have killed the last of the Sigmar's sons. Doing our best over here. Volkmar probably has another Soulfire coming up, so let's just all chill out for a second. Okay, he's probably overextended there. Can maybe punish that as you guys run away. Okay, there goes the Soulfire. No, cast it, cast it. God damn, how's there still a Flagellant left? And there's his other Soulfire from his doof. Okay. Peasant Bowman still firing. I don't know where Rapunzel is. I'm just gonna run. Henry is back. Yet again. And he punted that guy way out of position. Maybe we can capitalize on that. Okay, he has to turn around and deal with this. How are we doing over here? You guys are doing okay. Try to get a free little charge in. Where is Rapunzel and Henry? Rapunzel get next to Henry. Awful lot of debuffs. Okay. Let's try to fight Volkmar, maybe kill him. I don't know what just hurt Rapunzel, but it hurt me a lot. Rapunzel, try to run away from being totally surrounded. Try your best. Okay, Rapunzel, come back. We're doing our best in here. Jesus. They're just grinding away. Can that fucking steam tank die? Fire archers, focus on Volkmarks. At least he's healing capped. Oh, we got some good hits on Volkmar there. Okay, okay, alright. Knights of the Realm, come back! Never mind, Knights of the Realm. Hold on just a moment. Okay, now come back. Volkmar's dead. Kill that frickin' wizard. You guys come here. We will never surrender. For the letter. For Britannia. For the lady. Rapunzel, you beautiful angel! Go! Go! Victory! Holy shit! Oh! That's why you pick Rapunzel! That's why! In a very serious capacity! 3,300. 1,700. Rapunzel's a fucking beast! Okay, that was brutal. That was brutal. But we got it. Okay. How's the games going? Good. Good. If I remember correctly, Empire and Skaven were head and shoulders above the rest. Just you well played. That was nuts. Whew! The cheese must be made stronger. How don't you recognize? I forgot it was that specific blob. But we won. We won. It just took some time. It just took a little bit of time. A little bit. Took a little bit. Alright, Contende's in chat. Contende has prevailed over the fearsome duck of rubber that is warring, and he will fight Tien in the next semifinal, either after this game or after 2 games if Artisan beats me here. I'll pick Dark Elves and Wood Elves. High Elves. We're doing elves. We're doing elves, Artisan. You want Rapunzel to yell at you all day at work, in the kitchen, in the car? Yeah. She's great. I love her voice actress. Which is, when I played a High Elf campaign, and actually didn't give up at turn 10 because I was tired of spearmen and archers, I love all the high mages have Rapunzel's voice actress. So then I click on a Heavens caster, and she's like, "You require magics," and I'm like, "I see you. You ain't no high elf." That's just Rapunzel in a. It's just Rapunzel in a dress. All right, dark elves. Dark elves. Dark elves. Okay. Let's do, in honor of Cuden, in honor of our fallen brother Cuden, we will go Imric. We don't need the Dragon Horn, it's too expensive. Lord of Dragons is actually pretty nuts. We'll just do Lord of Dragons. Then we need a Life Caster to keep Imric in the field of battle. And we'll do Regrowth. Do I want Regrowth? Or is Earthblood enough? Regrowth or Earthblood? The Vigor is actually pretty good. We'll go with Regrowth. Get rid of the passive, because she's just going to cast on like one guy. And then we'll go... I don't know. Regrowth caster maybe. Alright, he's already ready. Okay, Regrowth caster's just gonna have to be enough. Aside from that, I want a Bolt Thrower. Lord of Dragons with his Phoenix homies. We could do Lord of Dragons with his Phoenix homies, though in that case I do want Earthblood and not Regrowth. And then we'll get some Keepers of the Flame, Phoenix Guards, Swordmasters of Hoeth, and we can go a Spearman and one Archer. This feels legit. No complaints here. Oh shit! Shit! I can't do that! That's two of the same Phoenix. Okay, thank you. I'm saying thank you to nobody because none of you warned me. Swordmaster, the tournament for today is, how do I describe it? The Highlander thing is I can only take one of any type of unit, so I can't take a bunch of Swordmasters, but I will take one, because they're mastery and swordy. I guess we'll do Illyrian Reavers. And call that good. I have to go to the bathroom. Beer beat. I'm back. Lathern Sea Guards, they are good. They are good. I'm sorry, I saw this message too late. After this event, you're going to walk the dog, and then I'll try to stream some Ant Ladder. Get it, Contende! If anybody doesn't know where to find chicken tenders, that's what we lovingly call Contende. Let's go twitch.tv/Contende. Boom. Spam it. Keep up with the Zoomers. Cheap archers, all skirmish, swordmasters. PM to me with what? Oh, yeah. Thanks, Cyrus. Okay, so we're back. We're back at it. Meow. Oh, Kitty's here! Can the stream... Wait, I have to check the stream. You guys can see the top of Ed's head. We love Ed. Why can I hear Phoenix playing? No puppy cam? I don't know where Hazel is. If she comes in, I'll give her a puppy cam, but she's usually sleeping through the day. She's an early morning and late night kind of pup. Midday and whenever we go to bed, she goes to bed too. Okay, focus. Enemy troop count is small but larger than us still. Alright, we have an Illyrian Reaver. We'll put a Spearman in the direct front line, then Keepers of the Flame, another Phoenix Guard. We'll keep the Swordmasters in reserve until I know what I'm dealing with. And we have Imric and the lads. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. I have to try to give my cat love without using my hands. Imric and the lads. Look at them. Look at them. You wouldn't want to run into them in a dark alley at night. I'll put a healing caster here. Oh, I have a bolt thrower. I kind of forgot. That's fine. I'll put it in front of the archers. Yeah. Seems legit. Hi, bud. Hello. Oh, Cyrus. Spreading your falsehoods and lies. Okay, Eagle Claw, put on guard mode so you don't wander off into the ether. Good enough. Ready, ready. Good luck, have fun. Damn it! I just realized I fucked up. You guys know that Skaven video I just put out, the one with the swamp? I didn't use any Shrek-like voice lines or anything. I'm such a failure, bro. What is this? You want to fight me in the air? Bring it on, you son of a gun. You snag. What do I want to do here? I guess I'll try to kill the Sisters of Slaughter. I was thinking about going on to single target mode and shooting at, like, the dragons or something, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. So, Imric, what do you have? You have Lord of Dragons and you have a Star Dragon Breath? Good enough.
Prince Imric, it is done.
Alright, that's enough self-promotion.
Oh! I'm listening to Contende! He's on another tab. Okay. I was like, why can I hear Phoenix from League of Legends? What is happening here? But it's frickin' Contende's stream was in one of my other tabs. Oh, that's funny. This Black Dragon's about to have a day. You wanna go, punk? Yeah, we didn't think so. Imric, Lord of Mimas. Okay. Archers are trying to hold off the infinite tide of death and destruction. Spearmen go out and meet the Sisters of Slaughter in glorious combat. You guys come here, and Swordmasters of Hoeth go fight the Black Ark Corsairs. Lyrian Reavers, you're on cycle charge duty. Turn! Turn, you degenerates! Oh, now you want to dance! No, no, no! Y'all fucked up. You fucked up now. You have fucked up. Don't cancel the heal. Get the heal in there. Why did you heal the Illyrian Reavers? You are stupid. I hate you. Alright. Imric, get in there. Lord of Dragons their ass. Yeah, birds! Is that Marathi? It is Marathi. I accept. Archers, kill that. You, kill that. Swordmasters, focus on what I told you to kill. Man, those guys are wrecking those witch elves. And at this point, you can switch to single target and just shoot Marathi for fun. Not super enjoying this Black Dragon kicking the shit out of me. Okay. Try to get some good spread. Nice job, Imric. Nice job. Now it's time to leave. It's time to leave. You drop that and run. He punted my wizard. Nobody punts my wizard. Alright, looks like he's gonna punt my wizard smart. Imric! Big Daddy Imric, save me! Imric, I'm scared. Nice landing, you dunce. Imric, I'm scared though. Seriously. A little help. Hit Marathi. Hit her in the mouth. Never mind. She's just gonna fly away. It's a little jank. Okay. This is all going very well. You get behind Marathi. Swordmasters, come here. No, actually click on someone. Okay, okay. Imric got a good hit on Marathi. Let's go, let's go. Eagle is terror routing. Okay, alright. That's gonna be an annoying soul stealer. Don't route yet. Hold on, I need you for a second. Just a second, just a second. You didn't get it off. You son of a bitch. Okay, we're really trying to get Marathi here. Swordmasters, go get her. We just need to rely on Imric. That's a dangerous phrase. Oh, nice breath attack. Bet you feel real cool. And he got rampaged. And Swordmasters got rampaged. Okay. Lyran Reavers are back. This eagle is fighting this Deathcaster. Oh, Beastcaster. Whatever. Alright. If I could have Imric back one of these days, that would be real exciting. Give me Imric! Rebirth, 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 rebirth! Imric, now would be a great time to stop rampaging while you're out of the middle of all his infantry. No, hurt my Phoenix a little bit more so it can rebirth. Imric, if you're gonna rampage to the end of time, at least, like, land some hits, bro. Okay, we tried to keep them occupied. Imric is really just never gonna stop rampaging. This is his life now. Okay, these Sisters of Slaughter need to fuck off. Imric! Imric! Imric, come on! Come on! Come on! You've been rampaging for 35 years! It's been the longest 35 years of my life. Oh great, they're rampaging too. Why don't they? Why don't they do that? Imric! How are you to rampage? Jesus Christ, dude. He's still going. It's just a permanent rampage. Okay. Okay, I guess I just never get him back. That's a shame. I would have liked to have my guy. Alright. What's going on with the chat? I hate elves. You do like the giant bird. Okay, we said that. Don't bully whip ladies. They are beautiful. Eh. Yeah. Imric just got rampaged into infinity. Aside from that, that was one hell of a flying goon squad. I wish I had Tempest. Tempest would have been good. Now that's an elite army. It's true. He'll hit her in the mouth, alright, just after the battle. That was pretty funny. GG, well played. Okay, last map, MP Alpine Ridge. MP Alpine Ridge. Scroll, 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 scroll. There you are. Good, good. You're up. Then I need to adjust the score. Imric did not do as well as I would have hoped, unfortunately. He didn't hit Marathi as much as I was hoping he would. Swordmaster's kind of underperformed. Keepers of the Flame did great. Wood Elves and Lizardmen. Pick 3, ban 1, Chief. Lizardmen? We could. Stretch. I haven't played Skaven at all yet with this format, and I feel like I should do that at least once. Add Bretonia and ban Wood Elves. So we have Wood Elves, Lizardmen, or Brett. I'll go Skaven, ban Wood Elves. We'll get to play with our rats. Lizardmen and Bretonia are his options. Bretonia? Okay. He's probably going to go for a Flying Lord. Probably. So we'll go Ikit on his Doom Wheel. Mostly because I want Howling Warpkill. Yeah. So the Ikit with Warp Lightning and that stuff. Storm Demon? No, too expensive. Emmerich just went full 12-year-old on Call of Duty when you need to. Princess on Eagle might be an option versus Starkov. I think she does well. Yeah, she normally does do well. I have a couple builds with her in it. She's surprisingly good, especially her like volley of high arrows, which is pretty much an arrows of Kurnos. That can be really good. So we have Ikit. We need Gorich. You gotta have Gorich. If you're not taking Gorich, what are you doing? And then we'll have a Packmaster to make Gorich regen. Those are our 3 SEMs, so we're already capped out on SEMs. We'll get purple globes and then green globes. And we need 1 of every chaff unit. I know that. Oh, God. Rat Ogre. Other Rat Ogre. Now we can get 2 Wolf Rats for that. 400 left? Oh, cheesy. Cheesy Pete's. Alright, he's already ready. We have the mortars, we have the chaff, we have wolf rats, we have 1 rat ogre. We're about out of money. $400 gold. Gorgeous, insane poggers. He's fun. He's fun if a little underwhelming at certain times, but he is fun. Alright, if I cut that from in this guy, I can get a Night Runner Sling. Yeah, Night Runner Sling's probably the only thing we're going to get for that cost that's remotely worth it. So let's do that. 19 schmeckles. $19 Fortnite card. Who wants it? Meme build. Eshin Triads. I mean, this is a meme tournament where you can only take 1 of each unit type, but I do... So I want to embrace the fun of the tournament, but this isn't like... None of my builds have been intended to lose. They still have an idea in mind. It gets rather tanky against Bretonnians, because the Doom Wheel is kind of hard for most knights to take out unless they bring questing knights. Gorich can really kill the Fey Enchantress or whoever their lord is. I took Howling Warp Gale, because if it's not the Fey Enchantress, who Gorich can beat up really easily, if he takes a Flying Lord, if that lord ever lands, I can Howling Warp Gale him on the ground. Because I didn't bring any guns to shoot him out of the sky, so I'm going to have to wait for him to land and then punish him there. But there is an idea to this build, it's just not optimal. Eshin Brood Horror. It's a little too high. Goodbye, Kitty. Kitty has left us. We're Ogre. We have 1 Rat Ogre, and we have Gorich, who's like the best mutant Rat Ogre you'll ever come across. So, Matthew Coffin. Close enough. Plus, who doesn't love Wicked Claw? 318 models. Alright. I'm sure that whatever Artisan has in mind for us is going to be reasonable and calm. I'm sure he's going to be reasonable and calm about whatever the hell is coming our way. Vulcan Tail Slashers. Spears. Clan Rats. We're doing the classic cone. Like, not cone, like a baguette. It's the Skaven baguette formation. Perfect. I see no problems with this. And aside from that, we'll put Wolf Rats in these trees just to be sneaky. Rat Ogres in these trees just to be sneaky. And then we'll have Gorich and Igot Claw and our Brood Horror up and obvious. I'm going to hope that he thinks we spent all of our money on this stuff and just doesn't question whether or not something's in the trees. Sound good? Sound good. Ready, ready. Good luck, have fun. You're praising Gorich. Who are you? What have you done with Rat Boy? I need to make him think I'm on his side. Okay. I'm pretty sure if it's Artisan, he's going to have Hippogriff Knights and Royal Pegasus Knights and Pegasus Knights, then probably Lewin and a Flying Paladin. That seems like an Artisan thing to do, in which case I probably should have thought about that before the game started and just brought 2 Rattling Guns and shot him down. But we're here now. Nothing we can do about it. I feel like Gorich Bid just came out. Shush! Don't you question whether or not Gorich is a good pick, because he's not. But we can have fun sometimes, contenders. Chicken tenders. Oh, stretch! Oh, stretch! Remember to stretch, it's good for you. Gorich would be about 5 times better if he'd do that. If he'd do what he was asked to do. Yeah. Inconsistent units are the biggest bane. I had a talk about this with Shades during one of the 7-hour live streams of Ent Ladder, so why haven't you all heard of it? But that's why I hate Shades. And people, if I mention I hate Shades, people bring up a lot of stuff about them that's good, where it's like, yeah, they're decent melee combatants. Yeah, they can beat dogs in melee combat. Their armor-piercing missiles are really strong. They do a lot of damage. Their stealth, it's like, yeah, those are all great things. The reason I hate Shades is that they don't listen. And that, like, you can have the best stats in the world, but if you don't listen to commands, it's just, like, frustrating to use that thing. Like, in the end, this is a video game, and I get more pissed off. Like, it feels like your controller is unplugged when you're using Shades, because you're like, run! Run away! And they're like, reloading my crossbow. Reloading my cross. Oh, I got hit by whatever spell it was, and I was like, fucking move! So that's why I hate Shades, is not like their stats. Their stats are fine. They're actually, like, objectively a fine unit. I just don't personally like using them because they just feel so janky. Mounted Yeoman? Mounted Yeoman? Okay, you guys gonna fire today? Alright, they've fired. Now turn away, because I don't want you friendly firing me over this shit. Hello? Oh, the humanity! Oh, there's so many dogs! Oh, Lord! Oh, no! Oh, God! We're all dying! Oh, Jeezy Pete's! Oh, no! And that's how I feel about this. Okay. Gorich, come on, we have places to be. Icket Claw! It's King Lewin Leon Kerr, okay? There's no flying units, but still. Ah, the Green Knight. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, also that is a hell of a French. Alright, we're gonna sacrifice Icket to the wind. To try and blob them up as much as possible for my poison wind. It's juice! It's juice! Packmaster. You guys are doing great. Okay. I need the magic damage wolf rats to stay safe. Because I need them later. Okay. You guys fall back. You guys push forward a little bit. Icket is not having a bueno fun time. Where's Gorich? Gorich, go help! I am very stuck! Okay, Icket's dead. But maybe Gorich can carry. Alright, Icket's dead. Gorich is here, he's killing. He's gonna spin a little bit, try to kill some of these companions. Okay. We're doing okay, Rat Ogres are doing okay. Slingers are doing their best. Gorich needs to go help the Packmaster fight Lewin. These knights are annoying me. Let's go, Gorich! Let's go, Gorich! Ah, you did your dumb charge animation that, like, literally never hits. Classic Gorich. Okay. Gorich, if you could, like, stop sucking for, like, 2 seconds. Roar! No! Gorich! How could you betray me like this? Also Ikit, but still, Gorich! What is this? Knights of the Realm fighting that hard. Okay. Yeah, this is going quite poorly at this point. I do have a slight hope if these purple mortars can come back in the distance and nobody notices them, but what the fuck is going on with these Knights of the Realm? They're not even like RORs or anything, they're just literally fighting to the last man. Okay, so we routed them off, finally. Alright, you fire at those RORs quick. There's so many RORs around here. Okay, you go try to get her. Fire. Now they're inside your range. Oh, you're still trying. I mean, good on you for trying, buddy. Okay, Gorch is going to try to catch Lewin. Packmaster should be able to catch her. No, they're the same speed. Okay. Gorch, go, 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 go! And you just waddle up to him and don't even swing. You just don't even swing. Hey, you swung and you hit something. Good for you, buddy. Okay, Packmaster, now that you've gotten around him, lock him in. And you guys turn around and fight, I guess. Okay, Gorch is getting some good hits in. Let's do his big spin. Try to take out some of these knights that they literally didn't do any damage to. Okay, I guess fight them off. Dogs come over here. And we're doing our best to fight off these frickin' knights. Okay. We have a bunch of infantry that are about to get messed up. Don't really have any magic damage left for the Green Knight. How fast is he? 84? Packmaster should be able to outrun him. Go, Gorch, go! This is the point of the broadcast where Gorch gets surrounded and brutally murdered. Yeah, Mertonians aren't breaking. That is GG! Oh, Gorch, we have some rallying troops coming back. If you can hang in there, buddy. Nope, he's dead. Oh my god. The leadership on these knights. What am I Packmaster? No, I don't give a shit about the Grail Guardians. I don't give a shit about them. Show me what Packmaster did. Oh, whatever. That is GG. And that's why you don't trust Gorich. Ikit got massively locked up. Jesus Christ. Couldn't move him at all. Even after bombing the shit out of him. And the avalanche mortars did no damage, unfortunately, to those cav. Like, that were super bunched up on Ikit. They just didn't do anything. Which is a bit of a shame. Actually, these green mortars really underwhelmed, too. I mean, I suppose I shouldn't look too hard at a meme build. I wonder why my meme build didn't work. I took this guy. It was just awful. I took Gorich, and I mean, he did okay, but not super great. Wolfrats did okay. Radogre did okay. Don't analyze the meme build. Just let it go. See ya in finals. Gorge's spinny thing does shockingly terrible. It just doesn't do damage. Clearly you needed to pick Norska. Hubby should stop bringing dog units. Why? Okay, I'm just curious. Because I feel like it does no damage. Contende, is Tien back yet? You are up. Okay, I messaged Tien, but I do want to test something really quick. Bretonia, Altdorf Outskirts, just give me Response. And they're the attackers, yes. 2 Knights of the Realm. Snitch. Spinny thing, and then Gorich, spinny thing. I swear Gorich's spinny thing just does like no damage. You can host. Contende, your lobby is up with Tien. Dogs are badass. The spinny thing is meant for the bedroom. Okay, triple fast forward. I'm just curious how much damage it's going to do to Knights when he gets fully surrounded. You have a lobby? Tien said he has a lobby. Wait, the stream isn't over? No, that was semifinals. I'll show you in a second. I just want to finish this test. Alright, Response is going to be here and be annoying, but I don't care how much damage I take. I'm just curious how much damage this does. Alright, so Gorich is kind of surrounded. Spin. So it did okay. It did like a quarter of their health. The Snitches does way more. Yeah, Snitches is better. Okay, that's all I wanted to test. So left screen. So Artisan beat me. So we'll go 1, 1, 1. If you don't do it that way, if I put 1 and then 1, 1 for him, like it actually happened, challenge gets really confused. So I just do that. So he's up. We have to go watch Tien and Contende, and then the guy who just beat me will fight whoever wins in that one. Right. So no, there's 2 best of 3s left. Just now I'm a caster instead of a player. Ooh woo. Where am I going? Contende versus Tien, game full. Means they're probably both in there. Lovely. I don't like I'm putting chemicals in the water that turn the frigging frogs gay. It's good when Gorge is surrounded, or however you spell it, and get to free roam. Yeah. But Deathmaster Snitch just has a better one, and Deathmaster Snitch is a decent character. You are. Even when Gorich is surrounded, it does, like, okay. But he's harder. That is another thing, is that Gorich is harder to surround than Snitch is, because Snitch is a foot character and Cav bowls him over, which helps him get surrounded more easily, while Gorich, as you saw on the charge, blocks a bunch of stuff up. And it's weird because his charge, like, his charge you saw, he jumps into the Cav and like smashes his face into them and then stops dead and eventually falls to the ground because his mass isn't high enough to get through. His mass isn't high enough to get through the Cav to get into the middle of them. Whereas Torox and the Quaddle, things with good charge animations like Manticores, can jump straight through that shit and get where they need to be, or in some cases get themselves further into trouble. But Gorich just doesn't have the mass those other characters do. So that's why he does the same thing as like Torox, but worse. It's like he can't pick where he wants to go. If he gets stuck somewhere, he's fucking stuck there. Can't push his way into the center of things to do his spin. It's like they tried to design him like Torox, but gave him no defensive abilities and not enough mass to pick his own fights. That's why, like, if you want the real reason why Gorich isn't considered great, it would be that. And he's super expensive. You don't really see greenskins that much? I guess, yeah. I see him around from time to time, but not as often as one might think. 2k value on Gorge is not too bad. That's true. Definitely better than the weak Packmaster. Packmaster was weak, but it's yeah, that's like, sorry, some people have been talking about Gorich a lot. I know Evenstar takes him, I just don't really know why. Because he needs support. So if you're taking Gorich, you need a Packmaster with the regen, or you need Throt, and both of those are not ideal lords in my mind. So even if Gorich was good, like, if we can pretend that Gorich is good, then you have to take a suboptimal, also expensive hero or lord to support a character. So it's like, for Gorich to be good... sorry, my voice cracked because I am a wee baby child. But for Gorich to be good, you need Throt and the Packmaster to also be good at the same time as him. So he can't just get buffs on his own. He needs his supporting characters to get buffs. And that's kind of why Gorich, even when Throt and the Packmaster were meta, Gorich wasn't meta, is because back then Gorich wasn't good. And now he could debatably, depending on who you talk to, he could be said it's good, but I still don't think his supporting characters are very good. You really like him versus Lizardman and VC? VC I can get. Why Lizardman? David, I'm curious on that one. Doesn't he just get shot by skinks? Okay. Anyway, I'll talk about what's actually happening here. So Contende picks dwarves into Lizardman or Chaos, and Tien's going Lizardman. Alright, and I do have the blocker up because now that it's not my build, I will have the blocker. I will respect the participants. And whoever wins this will go and try to get vengeance on Artisan Tech Priest for me. I just realized with the Ent Ladder shit last week where I was live streaming every day. It's been a while since I've had to cast games. Huh. Wonder if I'll be rusty at it. Oxy goes blow, the projectile versus Gorich. Yeah, Oxyotl will do a lot. Because Gorich only has like 30 armor, doesn't he? It's something small. Oxy's silly, dude. Oxy's silly. I had a game where I wasn't streaming it, but I was just playing a best of 3, and Oxyotl straight up beat Malice Darkblade. I was fighting Enigmas, and it was like whenever Malice caught up to Oxy, he would knock him over and not do any damage, but then Oxy would stand up, shoot some blowpipe shit at him, and keep running and shooting blowpipes at him, and then Malice would catch up to him, knock him on the ground, Oxy would stand up, throw some blowpipes, so then I had to transform into Tazarkan. And then he got some Sora Spears to just surround Tazarkan, and Oxy ran away, and I was like, fuck you, you stupid lizard bitch! Get back here! And afterwards, Enigmas was kind of giving me some funny shit about, like, you know, because he was joking around, but he's like, I mean, Oxyotl's literally the Demon Slayer, so of course he's going to beat Malice. And I'm like, he costs 1,200 gold! It's not the same. Malice cost 2,400 and I lost in melee to your stupid kiting lizard. Alright. So David the White Lizard responded to my question earlier. Good splash attacks with his warp attack buffs. He can demolish everything. True. I just worry that blowpipes would kill him. Get rid of the AI. Awful lot of demands from Tien. Bullying poor Contende. Continente! Conete today! Alright. I don't really know how to plug Tien. I know he does a lot of stuff in the community. He doesn't, as far as I know, if Cuden or any of the other AMA guys are in the chat still, let me know if Tien has media outlets I should be plugging. But I know he hosts a lot of events in the community. So So shout out to him and the Ama clan for doing that stuff. Contende, we mentioned him earlier in the stream, but you can go see him at twitch.tv/Contende. Nice guy. Usually streams naked, so, you know, if you're into that kind of thing, you can go get your jollies there. He does accept cash bribes, though he stopped hosting events that I could cash bribe him to let me win. So now it's mostly into just, like, dancing or other, I don't know, TikTok things. Okay. Boop. Boop. Alright, last thing before I gotta focus on the game. Savage Kiara? Alright, I was talking about you at the start of the stream, that I talk to you all the time and I still don't know how to say your name correctly. Way better, super tanky dinos, still have easy gold left. Yes, you like lizards. What website? What's the link? The link. It's just Contende on Twitch. I'll link it again. And I was kidding. That was a joke. Contende does not do pornography, though we all wish he did. He is a handsome lad, though. Okay. But no, he doesn't stream naked. He just streams and is funny. Okay. Oxy is OP as fuck. That's true. And then Poison Wind solves with the skinks. Got it. Alright, time to focus. So what the hell am I looking at? For TN, we have Lord Mazdamundi on Zlak. We have the Thunderous one and an Ancient Salamander next to him. We have a Saurus Scarvetter and a Velociraptor. In the sky, we have Pterodon Riders and Pawhawk Sentinels. On the front line, Skink Cohort, Saurus Warriors and Saurus Warriors with shields. Okay, so those two are different. A Skink Cohort, Red Crested Skink ROR. And then that's the Ancient Salamander we saw. He's moving shit around, so it's hard to figure out what's going on. Oh, and then we have one Chameleon Stalker in the very far back. It's art. We'll definitely watch that. I'll tell Contende that he should stream in the nude for us. I mean, for me. Just for me. Contende, not Contende. Yes, Contende. He's the dwarves. Bolt Thrower, Cannon, Thunderers, Slayers, Dragonback Slayers. In the woods, we have Iron Drakes. Frontline Warriors, Dragonfire Pass, Dwarf Warriors, Longbeards, and Miners with Blasting Charges, and the ROR Miners with Blasting Charges, the Ekrans Miners. In the sky, we have the Skyhammer. The lady approves of this contraption. Thoric Ironbrow, a Single Thane, and a Master Engineer. Master of Runecraft. I'm sure we can work something out about the pornography thing. Nothing is more OP than Marathi. Yeah. And for Poland, Oxyotl is OP not because of what he does, but because of how cheap he is to do it. Like, if you look at Oxyotl, I personally don't think a lot of people would think he's that OP until you look at his price tag of 1,200 gold. Karl Franz costs friggin' 2,800. Oxyotl costs less than 2 Saurus Warriors, and he can, like, kill your entire army while being invisible. Alright, but we are off to the races. I will stop talking about things that aren't here right now. Cannonballs soaring in along with the Bolt Thrower, really putting Mazdamundi on a clock here. He is getting worked on, especially by the Skyhammer as well. Ekrans Miners, Blasting Charges running right past the Skinks. Looks like they're trying to get onto the Saurus and get their Blast Charges off there, but this is a problem for the Skyhammer. He's going to be running away from the Pterodon Riders, and there's not a lot of good focused fire that can save him. There's one Thunderer, but if you get a Rock Drop on them, that'll leave the Skyhammer largely exposed. There are Chameleon Stalkers sneaking up, and there are Slayers in the back defending the Bolt Throwers, but maybe the Stalkers can get around them. Ancient Salamander is having a terrible time on the far side as Dragonback Slayers get onto him, and these Iron Drakes are shooting him, and he doesn't have fire resist. Does he have weakness to fire? Wait, no. No, I don't care about the rest of the game. I need to know. Oh, you have weakness to fire because of the Dragonback Slayers. Okay. I was like, this unit shoots fire. Anyway. No, that was a one-off thing. Okay. Pterodon Riders are trying to fight the cannons, but they get shot by the Thunders. It looks like they did get off a really sweet Rock Drop, and then Chameleon Stalkers jump in and get more grenades on the side. Pawhawk Sentinels on the other side take out the Bolt Throwers. That's pretty good, and Mazdamundi now has time to regen and heal himself up just a little bit. Ancient Salamander is gone. Dwarves are slightly ahead on the balance of power. Frontline fight seems to be going about even so far, but the Lizards have lost a lot in the back line. Now, can the Lizardmen make a huge comeback here? And it looks like they will. They're currently just bullying poor Thoric Ironbrow, even netting him in place throwing an Apotheosis on Mazdamundi. Iron Drakes with the flamethrowers are helping out a little bit, and they do a surprising amount of damage versus single entities when they all fire at one. So Maz is going to have to be a little careful there. These Dragonback Slayers could get pulled up to help out Thoric, but it looks like for now the Skyhammer is just firing in. Now this could be big. If the Pollux Sentinels can take out the Skyhammer, that'll take a lot of the balance of power back, because it is full ammunition, and that definitely bumps things up. Saurus, now we're not having a great time at all. Ekron's Miners and these Dwarf Warriors are bullying them quite heavily, and the Lizardmen of Tian are in a pickle. Dragonback Slayers have arrived. Thoric has broken, but I don't think they'll be able to kill him and really capitalize on that problem. But this could be a big banishment. Okay, alright. Does it come down? Does it come towards us? A little bit. Takes about a third of the health off the Dragonback Slayers. That is certainly welcome. And the Saurus Scar Veteran is back on to Thoric. The single Thane is fighting Mazdamundi. Mazdamundi was close to breaking before he threw Cold-Blooded on himself. Skyhammer is running away from the Pollux Sentinels, which is all fine. We do have a cannon shooting Mazdamundi in the butt. Let's hope Contende is manually firing it. And a Master Engineer is poking him as well. So Mazda is in deep shit. Ooh. What if we get one tendril that goes this way and another goes that way? Pretty close. Still pretty good. Takes out a bunch of Slayers. Saurus Scar Veteran is chasing down Thoric Ironbrow. Skyhammer is still not able to shoot. And honestly, if you can, I would just get Mazdamundi the hell out of here and let him cast some healing spells over time. The Thunderous one sprinting back and taking out the cannon is a huge win for the Lizards. And another net comes onto the Dragonback Slayers. That is excellent because they have a slow that they apply. So getting them off of you does give you speed in the long run. And Thoric Ironbrow is down. Tien is desperately clawing back into this game. A lot of the dwarves, I mean, they don't suffer from leadership issues nearly as much as other factions do, but still, getting your lord killed is a big minus. Skin Cohort's trapping up these Iron Drakes just a little bit, buying Mazda some time to run away, and it looks like he's popping the Apotheosis on himself to get all healed up. Balance power is getting dragged back to roughly even as the Thunderous one keeps routing off things. Now the cannon has been kept away from its mount. The Skyhammer is still fighting these Pollux Sentinels. They don't have armor piercing, they just have sheer tenacity and being annoying. It looks like guard mode is thrown on it so it can fire down at the Thunderous one, but it's going to take a lot of damage for its efforts here, and the Saurus Scar Veteran is now plowing into the Master Engineer. He is a miserable melee combatant and does not want to be here at all. Iron Drakes are pushing off the Skin Cohorts. I don't know how Mazdamundi got trapped back over here. It looks like he charged into the Thane, and that could be a huge mistake and take the Lizards down a peg from their glorious comeback. But it's not over yet. A lot of balance power is still in the Skyhammer's ammo and this cannon's ammunition, which is currently not going to mean a whole lot. Master Engineer is probably dead. Mazdamundi's running away. What's his speed? 33. Slayers are 40. I mean, theoretically, the Slayers can keep up with him and walk him off the entire map, and that would be most bad. Thunderous one takes a huge chunk out of the Iron Drakes, and then the Lightning Strikes come in. The Iron Drakes are trying to bail out the Skyhammer, and if it routes, the Pollux Sentinels will not let it get off this map. Most likely. Those Iron Drakes are terror routing. Somehow this guy's hanging in here. Where's the Saurus Scar Veteran? He's killing the Master Engineer. Very good. Chameleon Stalkers are fighting to the death against the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass. I think the Dwarves have probably got this if Mazdamundi isn't allowed to come back, especially because this frickin' Skyhammer ain't going nowhere. But the Master Engineer is dead. Thunderous one routed off the Iron Drakes. Now he's going back for other things. These Unbreakable Skinks are still fighting, and we have a little bit of a lag spike. Little bit. There's a lot happening in chat. I'll deal with that in between games. For now, there's enough going on that I should probably focus. That Skyhammer went negative for a second, and it might actually break. Alright, with it breaking, the Lizardmen actually pull ahead on the bounce power, and 11 Slayers charge brutally at this Velociraptor Dino, who's not going to have a great time fighting them, and he probably wants to get out of here. His splash attacks aren't that great, so he doesn't really want to fight a bunch of low-health Slayers. He wants to fight high-health, small unit counts, not low-health, large unit counts. Mazdamundi now has 50 speed because the slow wore off, but oh, he is right next to the edge of the map. Okay, he has enough leadership. Does he have enough separation? I don't know. I know the game's probably going to do that thing where as he gets to the edge of the map, it's going to give him a little boost of leadership that lets him rally because it likes to do that. Saurus Scar Veteran getting point-blank shot by these Flame Drakes. Not good for him. He's going to charge into them, but that allows the cannon to get back online, and it's immediately going to fire at something. I don't really know what. Mazdamundi did rally. He's going to cast Apotheosis and run away from the Dragonback Slayers. Looks like he has to run sideways, which is a little unfortunate. They could take an angle of pursuit and catch him, but it looks like they'll get a little sidetracked. So, how are we doing with our Saurus Scar Veteran friend? 3 Iron Drakes left with 89 health between them. That's not super great. These Slayers are still chasing down the Swordscar veteran, and this cannon maybe just wants to shoot him as he's running away. Blastosaurus are breaking over here. Pollock Sentinels chased off the Skyhammer, and now we're going after the Ekron's Miners. We have a game, ladies and gentlemen. This is a game. But this could be huge. If a cannonball hits this boy in the back, that's going to do a lot of damage as it just did, and he might even break. Never mind, he's going to hang on long enough to charge these Dwarf Warriors. He'll probably break them, but the next cannon shot is going to either break or kill him. Snitch does lose to the Crocscore Ancient. Yeah, he does. Swordscar Veteran fighting in these Dwarf Warriors. Okay. On the far side, what do we have? The Thunderous One and Mazdamundi teaming up on the Dragonback Slayers. There's only 15, 14 of them left. Looks like they're trying to clean up that core. But Swordscar Veteran gets shot by another cannonball, and he is going to rout. The big scary thing for Lizards here is that Mazdamundi and the Thunderous One have to walk across all this open land to get back to the cannon, so they're going to get shot that whole time. I don't know how well they're going to be able to dodge it. Dwarf Warrior is chasing out the Swordscar Veteran. He does have the speed to get away from them, but I don't know if he has the range to get away from them. As their leadership actually dips low enough that they might just break on their own, which would be kind of silly. Mazdamundi's healing himself up some more. There's only 2 Dragonback Slayers left, but this whole time, man, you got to think this cannon's going to be firing over here. Never mind, as it in the fire, the Iron Drakes are going to shoot the Pollock Sentinels, trying to rout them off, and their leadership does dip into the negatives as they dive down, dive back up. That was very nice control. The 1 try to juke, and 2 keep their leadership in the positive, just long enough to charge in these cannons. The crew falls off the cannons, and some friendly fire from the Iron Drakes doesn't manage to rout off the cannons. It didn't do that much damage at all to their own troops, so that is fine. But the Lizards are quite far ahead on the balance of power, as there's an old switcheroo on the side as a Swordscar Veteran rallies because the Dwarf Warriors broke, and now he is going to chase them off the map. Balance power is against the Dwarves. I don't think all is said and done yet, though. Those Saurus, a swift breeze is going to rout them. 1 cannonball is going to kill a Swordscar Veteran. Mazdamundi's almost heal capped and cast another Apotheosis on himself, so he's got to be out of mana around now. Even the skinks on their back are out of ammunition. You can see Mazda's very low. Thunderous One doesn't have any left. And Contende rallies the Dwarves once more to hold against the Dino Scourge. Tarzan Truth Teller. Wrathy not safe for work content is crazy. The degeneracy in the chat increases, and it's all my fault, and I'm fine with it. Skink Chiefs are 400 and give you focused instincts. I will not talk about balance, but I can agree that he is cheap. Indeed, as I say above, they say cheap like Skaven, 2 dinos, chameleons, etc., etc. 1200 gold left, but full stack. Thorax is still the most broken lord in multiplayer. Yeah, he's pretty strong. I personally think Oxy or the Sisters are worse, but it's all about it. It's just all a matter of opinions. The dinos have reached the front line, and now that they are here, they are still getting shot by cannons, and they have to be very careful of their leadership, but they are running rampant over everything that's here. And the Swordscar Veteran looks like he's gunning it straight for that 1 cannon. Well, I guess there's 2 models left somewhere, but trying to knock them offline. Mazdamundi and the Thunderous One are at point-blank range now, and the last cannon gets taken out with them routing. I don't think there's enough here to kill these dinosaurs. I mean, there's 8 Slayers, there's some Dragonback boys, there's a Thane. The Thane does have the 20% fire weakness aura around him. That'll help these little fire guys, but they're probably going to terror out. They don't have ITP. So they're going to terror out as soon as Mazdamundi gets a hit on him, and that was a banger. Lizardman really clawed it back there from a bad position. But that is going to be army losses. And GG. Swordscar Veteran is probably, if not one of the best melee heroes. Once it's in melee, yeah. It can have some issues with being slow, because all of Velociraptor mounts are slow as hell. Sup, Bjorn? How you doing? Dun, 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 dun. Snitch is not a hero? No, Snitch is a lord. Just throw fireballs and spirit leeches at him. Snitch is very weak to spirit leeches and fireballs. He does have to be kept safe. And he usually likes to take 1v1s after something's been damaged a lot. Cannon getting 1700 value. Today is just the day of cannons, dude. Also, the Iron Drakes did great. Mazda and his other Stegodon and the Swordscar Veteran all got around 2k value. And the Pawhawk Sentinel's getting 2k as well. Alright. Alright. GG, well played. And it looks like they... I'm not the host, so they can switch the map to Valley of Thieves. Cool. Well, you cycle charge, each cycle charge gives enemy damage. The Scorvet low-key did heavy lifting. Yeah, he did great. Best melee hero... Oh, I got skipped to the bottom. Best melee hero is probably Paladin. Guardian's good. Also love Assassins and Goblin Big Boss. Yeah, because they're cheap. Alex saying you'd love to see a Contende OnlyFans, but you hope he loses. Yeah. That was a hell of a comeback from Tian. That was a hell of a comeback. What up, Doomsage? What up, dude? Do you get a cannon? Sure, if you want one. Alright. We'll give Tian his point. He earned it. He deserved it. I will get the blocker back up. Look at that. Look at that blocker. That was supposed to be the YouTube image, and YouTube took it down. They didn't like it. Human boy, can you pick a faction for me? You know what it is. Skaven, baby. And actually, that's not a terrible pick. It's an even matchup with Dark Elves and a favored matchup into Empire for Skaven. Though I suppose when you only have one of each unit type, all sense of meta and balance go out the window. If I was Contende, I would definitely pick Dark Elves. But we'll see what he wants to do. Empire might actually be better just because of their roster. Because if you have one of everything on the Empire roster, it's better than one of everything on the Dark Elves. Because how the Dark Elves usually beat the Skaven is picking one or two things and really leveraging them. Like all Cav build, or Marathi Double Manticore, or all Sisters and Witch Elves. But if you'd only take one of each, they actually might struggle a little bit. Contende is going to go Empire. Gotcha. It's going in my mom's Subaru Liberty because my license can't take the demerits. Because your license can't take the demerits. I see. Oh, God. All right, Alex. You do what you got to do. You do what you got to do. This is a no judgment zone. Unless it's judging Hank Cyrus. We judge the shit out of him. Answering a few texts from people about where the hell we're gonna play Dungeons and Dragons this week. Though it's not Dungeons and Dragons. It's a similar game. It's called Genesis, but it's similar. I also have my Warhammer D&D homebrew campaign tonight. These degenerates are going up to Norska. I'm going to actually ramp up the difficulty on them. Because last time, they were down in the Border Princes. They were down in the Border Princes. And I had a quest that a Kislevite rich family wanted them to be Ghostbusters in their mansion. So they were supposed to protect this caravan up to the Empire, and then from there they were going to get on Malachi Micahson's airship from the Gotrek and Felix books. And then go up and do the ghost busting, yada yada. I had a whole plan set out, and then these fuckers, the caravan they were on, so the guys running the caravan, my plot for them was like, they get to this one inn at Blackfire Pass, and there they know of Greenskin Tribe, where they'll ditch their caravan guards at this inn. Like, they'll go to this inn, they say, hey, we're staying here for the night, and then in the middle of the night, they'll leave. The caravan guards will sleep there, and the Greenskins will capture them and either eat them or force them into slavery or whatever. Right? They had a deal, and that way the Greenskins wouldn't attack them whenever they went through Blackfire Pass. And they didn't have to pay their caravan guards, so it was win-win. But then the party was the caravan guards, so they wake up in the middle of the night. Some of them who failed the checks to notice they were getting picked up. Some of them woke up in cages, like flimsy, shitty greenskin cages. And the other ones woke up in their bed and like stabbed an orc in the face and then ran outside. So after they cleared out the greenskin ambush and they figured out that that caravan guy was doing this all the time, they were like, fuck your entire quest, we're tracking him down. I'm like, you have no idea where he is. And they go, okay, we head into the Empire. I'm like, the Empire is huge. Where are you gonna go? And they're like, wherever he went. And I'm like, you don't know that. Like, so they just walk around the Empire, and I'm like, does anybody remember what his name is? Because I told them, but I don't know if they remembered. And they go, no. And they walk over and they say, do you have a guy who looks like this? And I'm like, what do you remember about him? And they said, he's a white guy with a mustache. And I'm like, oh, because there's so few of those in the frickin' Empire. So they walk around a town asking, have you seen a white guy with a mustache? I don't remember his name, but he's a douchebag. And I'm like, they say no. So they did like all this shit. And they just like forced my hand. They're like, we're finding him. And I'm like, fine. You recognize one of the caravan guards who for some reason wasn't kidnapped. And they talked to him and yada yada. But it was just like so funny. Like, they walk around the Empire and they're like, I'm looking for a white guy with a mustache. And they expected me to give them like a real answer. There was a lot of them. Literally anybody. It was so funny. Okay. Why didn't they go to the Celestial Colleges in Altdorf? They're not particularly brilliant. The party is made up of a Norskin, a dwarf who wants to be a Chaos Dwarf, but he grew up in the normal dwarves, but he envies the Chaos Dwarves, because I don't know, my friend's kind of weird. I think I mentioned the Norskin. We have an Orc Mercenary, who, that always goes well when we go into a town and he has to explain that he's not a normal orc. And then we have a Bretonnian peasant who killed her master and is now wandering around with these guys. So this party makes no sense. It's a very for fun campaign, but now we're going to Norska because Zinch wants a word with our Norskin friend. The dudes can scry. It's true. These guys don't trust mages very much, though. Alright. Contende on the Empire versus TN on the Rats. If the Rats win this one, we go on to the finals. If the Empire wins, we go to Game 3. So, for contenders, we have fucking Karl Franz! Yes, get it! I love Karl Franz. I've recently been taking Boris a lot more just because Boris is more reliable, but I love Franz. I love when someone has the balls to take him. Jade Wizard with Regrowth and Earthblood, and then I thought I saw a Warrior Priest in there. We do have a Warrior Priest with Soulfire Bombardment, Hammer of Sigmar, and Shield of Faith. Spearman with Shields, Halberds, Flagellants, Sigmar's Sons. Then we have the Deathjacks, Huntsmen, the White Wolves, the Huntsman ROR, Reichsguard, Empire Knights, and Pistoliers. A very diverse army. I like it. Clan Rats with Spears, Skaven Slaves, Clan Rat with... Okay, those guys have shields. Clan Rats with Spears, Clan Volk with Tail Slashers, Skaven Slave Spears, and Clan Rats with shields. So it's just every cheap Skaven frontline you can get. We have motherfucking Gorich. Throt the Unclean. Very good choice to heal up Gorich. Then we have the Wheels of Doom. We had a Plague Priest on foot with just... Ooh, Plague and Pestilent Birth. Then we have the Teethbreakers, the Avalanche Mortars ROR, and one Wolf Rat. It looks like they are the armor-piercing magic damage variant. And another Wolf Rat, the poison variant. I like both these armies. I think Chicken Tenders is in trouble. Yeah, I'm thinking the Skaven are going to win. I hope the Empire wins because I want to go to Game 3, but I think the Skaven are going to win. The Orc pretending to be from Draenor or what? No, my friend just wanted to be an Orc and we're a very casual group. Like, it's a homebrew campaign, so we don't really care that much. And I'm like, I mean, Orcs can speak, right? And they're like, yeah, just kind of dumb. And I'm like, all right, well then you're just a part of this party. And they'll go places, and he's also an easy plot point if I want to start a fight with some random assholes or something. I'll just be like, hey, there's an Orc in our bar! Kick his ass! And then they have to defend him. So, it's easy for me to make a plot around it. Also, it's really funny when they try to go, like, low profile. And it's like, in Warhammer, orcs are not like other fantasy games where they're just orcs in society. Like, There just aren't. And then they go, let's try to sneak into town. Like, you know, just like put our hoods up. And I'm like, one of you is riding a pig. That orc is riding a pig. You're gonna have to give me one hell of a stealth check to get through those gates. Alright. Thank you, Jamie. Well, in that case, if there's shoes, I'd try hitting it harder, but yeah, I mean everything. Gorich, guess Skaven will win. I mean, I'm very curious how Gorich and Franz would go. But, yeah, we keep it pretty loose. We have a good time. Isn't that what D&D is about? It's just about having a good time. Alright, get some tiger butt. Tiger booty. I love, real quick before I focus on the game more officially, I love how its back half is just like dangling. Like kind of flowing in the breeze, as it doesn't really know what to do with its back half. Like what's it supposed to do? Kick its legs? It's just kind of limp. Alright. The purple globes are about in range, and we should see start seeing them rain hellfire, and the Empire formations, much like High Elves, are very linear and quite easy to hit. So if Contende isn't on top of his dodge game, these boys are going to get some value. We can see them start to come in. And it's a real bad day to be a Sigmar's son. A real bad day. I'm wondering what he's going to do with the Rattling Gunners for TN here. They don't have a ton of great targets. They don't want to shoot infantry at all. They always shoot above infantry. They're really bad at it. They want to shoot either Franz or these Cav on the far sides, but they're kind of so mucked up in their infantry. You can see here the clan rats are too close. They can't shoot over them, which is why Rattling Guns are generally considered to be not ideal. I only use them as an anti-air piece. Franz is taking the fight against Throth the Unclean and whooping his ass before the Empire Knights come in as some blockers. And now Gorich is going to have a very hard time getting to Franz, the target he really wants, because there's always Empire Knights between him and Franz. But now Throth is actually getting some decent value back in. It looks like, did he pop Creature Killer? No, he's just doing okay against Franz on his own along with the Wheels of Doom. That is very surprising to me, actually. And Gorich is going to somehow sneak his way in with some Wolf Rats. It looks like Franz may have gone too deep, as he is going to rout pretty soon. Skaven Poisonwind Mortars are coming in to support. Franz will need a regrowth on him soon. It looks like one is coming in right now, as I don't know how he hasn't broken, but there he finally goes. There is a regrowth onto him that'll keep him alive. Now, on the other side of things that are going well, the Empire has taken out both the Avalanche Mortars and the Natty Booba Sharpshooters. They're both shattered, so they're not coming back at all. Pistoliers can pull away from here, and a lot of Skaven infantry are left behind. Franz is healing up, so maybe this can go okay for the Empire. Throth was forced away, well, he still has a lot of health. Fucking coward. And Empire Knights with a little bit of love from the Warrior Priest are going to do okay. Is that Plague? That better be Plague. Yeah, it's mother frickin' Plague. I don't know why I said frickin' when I've been swearing this whole stream, but here we go. Plague Priest overextends a little bit for the Skaven and gets just deleted by the White Wolves and the other Huntsmen. He is gone, but this Plague is tearing it up. What 3 infantry units? I don't see shit. Franz dives in. He's going to club Gorich in the back of the head. Gorich and all the infantry units are all going to rout. It's just a bad time to be in that general area. Pistoliers are chasing off already shattered units. Don't need to do that little bit of overkill, but oh well, who cares. Plague Monks are tearing apart Huntsmen like it's nobody's business, and the Empire is quite far ahead as Gorich runs for his life. Now, Throth still strangely doing okay against Karl Franz and this Warrior Priest friend of his. And Franz is going to dive back in and take damage before he even got into melee combat, because I don't know, reasons. Wheels of Doom shooting off a little bit at this Life Wizard, and Franz needs to stop fighting 1v2. It's not going his way. The Skaven Chaff is kind of all that's left over here, including a Plague Monk Summon. That'll go away soon on its own. So it's really this fight. This fight's all that matters. If Franz dies here, the Empire loses probably, and if he doesn't die, their infantry can carry the day, which is probably why Contende shouldn't keep taking this fight, but he's too much of a man not to. And now Franz gets backhanded by Gorich and is going to get back up into the sky before he gets slapped down by Gorich and Throth, the nice tag team. And without Franz, the Empire might struggle to finish this off. Warrior Priest is diving back in onto Throth the Unclean. Throth is very low. He takes another hit. Soulfire Bombardment actually does a decent amount of damage on him because he has like no armor and a giant model. He is going to rout, though. He attacks while he is routing because, I don't know, reasons. Gorich kills the Jade Wizard on the other side. And Throth might just get away. So, can the Skaven, with 3 single entities, beat an entire Empire army? We will find out. That's about all that's left. Gorich is awful uncomfortably close to that Jade Wizard, but he's not doing a charge animation. He's just walking. There, you got a shot off. Pistoliers. Maybe gonna charge these wolf rats. I don't really know what they're doing, but they have to pick a direction real fast. Or do something. Or shoot. Shoot or do anything. Oh, no. They get attacked by wolf rats. They're gonna get recharged by Gorge, and that will be the end of the Pistoliers. This is usually what happens to Doom Wheels most of the time. Anti-large shots are coming in on them from the Huntsman, and that's doing decent damage, and now they're surrounded by Empire Knights, and this Warrior Priest is helping out a little bit to take them down. So Wheels of Doom are gone. Where's Throt? Throt ran off the map? Alright, so he didn't rally, and without him, the Skaven actually might be a little bit more in trouble than we thought. That Doom Wheel ain't coming back. These clan rats with spears are here to play. What Contende does have to worry about now is be a lot more cautious with this ammunition from your Huntsman. Stop them from shooting. That thing's already rallying. Okay, it's shattered. Stop shooting at it. You're going to need that ammo for Gorge. Because as much as I hate to say it out loud, Gorge is actually going to be a problem for the rest of your force if you don't have arrows. Sigmar's Sons, 3 of them. 3 of them are chasing down the Clan Vulcan Tail Slashers, 45 of them, and 61 Clan Rats with Spears, and I would bet on the Sigmar Sons to win that fight. It's 3v100, boys! Let's get them! Sigmar Sons charging in. Clan Vulcan Tail Slashers smacking them around. We're down to 2 Sigmar Sons. 1 a Sigmar Son, and no Sigmar's Sons. Icky ducky. What do we have? Full Clan Rat with shield. Gorich is chasing down this Jade Wizard who's going to pop a regrowth on himself. Seems legit. By the way, Gorich is faster than him, which both is odd, and I didn't expect that, but also, you think he would be catching him? Who rallied? What is this? Empire Knights rallied in the distance. What are you? Knights of the Blazing Sun? Reiksguard. Okay, we still have Reiksguard. Warrior Priest, Soulfire Bombardment on the Clan Vulcan Tail Slashers is going to rout them, and with the Clan Vulcan Tail Slashers routing the Clan Rats of Spears will probably go too. Reiksguard charging into Gorich. Maybe a little over-eager there. Your Huntsmen aren't quite in position to punish this, and your Huntsmen do need to take out Gorich. Flagellant's going to fight Wolf Rats, and if Wolf Rats don't fight them, if they run past, they're just going to rout due to someone being behind them, but it looks like they take the charge onto the Reiksguard to get the charge bonus to their leadership, and that will do a lot of damage to the Reiksguard. The Reiksguard are actually going to terror out. Contende is quite far ahead on the bounce power. I think that was a bit of a misplay with his Reiksguard, as I said. He was trying to bail out his Jade Wizard, but as soon as he got safe and free, he should probably just run away. Jade Wizard's going to go fight Gorich. Seems a little ballsy. Now the Warrior Priest is here to back him up. And still the Huntsmen aren't quite in range, and now they're even just shooting Clan Rats with shields in the butt. I still think that ammo should go into Gorich, but we'll see if it ends up mattering as Gorich is thinking about swinging. And he gets a decent shot onto the Jade Wizard, but doesn't do that much damage because of Shield of Faith. And now he is surrounded. The Skaven army is going into army losses, and we'll go to game 3. GG. We're going to game 3. Let's go! Let's go. Oh, you love to see it. You love to see it. Karl Franz got about 2,000 value. His Warrior Priest got 1,400. Swordsman, all the chaff did fine. Deathjacks did honestly okay. Huntsman and the White Wolves did great. Cav did what it needed to, but great. Throt got all of his value from kicking the shit out of Franz. Gorich also got a lot of his value kicking the shit out of Franz because they heal capped Franz. They fought like 1.5 Franzes. Wheels of Doom did okay. Plague Priest did fine, especially that one big plague. Ranged assets not getting a ton of value, and dogs and infantry getting mixed. You AFK for a second got punished, but proved that Throt and Gorich are both good. Oh, that's funny. Okay. So, last game between these two, and then we'll go on to the finals and have another best of 3. And then I will leave forever. Never to return. MPL Penridge? How's chat doing? I was busy with that game. Okay, so there's Flying Taco. Flying Taco, are you still here? Taco. Did you see the video that came out today with the bug you showed me? That was pretty cool. D&D-ish campaign stream with Human Boy when? I didn't know people would like that. I thought people would be very bored. One of my players who plays a wizard has a disciple wizards who work for him. Enchanted a bunch of rings with permanent reduced person, bringing them to 1/16 of their size, so he puts them in his pockets. Okay, I have a story about that. I hope someone makes animation of them looking for their friend. Yeah. Because pocket wizards. Rip, Sigmar, and Helm and Hammer's Son. Surprisingly devastating given the spells don't care about the size of the person cast them off. Those mortars are going to have some value accrued. Overcast Corona. Empiring boosted and vaccinated, fronts through. Yeah, Doomill's kind of useless. Throughout experience. Greven, haven't seen you around. Throt was like, nice fun, but I'm off for my second, third breakfast. Okay. Nice, Taco, nice. So, the trip was good. The trip was good, Doomsage, but you can't distract me from the little mini thing I was going to tell you. So I have a different D&D campaign with some of the guys from RTK. BobTresh, Bobman, and Felix. They're good dudes. And that one, we're doing a homebrew of a D&D campaign, but it's much closer to the actual rules. But anyway, I thought you would enjoy this talking about mini wizards. They're in Atlantis. Like, they're in a pseudo-Atlantis. And they find this hallway. And this hallway is covered in traps. And all the traps are tiles. Like, you push in a tile and something happens. You know, like, oh, nothing happens. Or the tile slams up into the ceiling and it kills, you know, whoever's in it. Arrows shroud the wall, like, etc. But it's a checkerboard pattern. They're supposed to be clever. And they find these little fungi that have been living down there. They're like little fungus people, and they saved them earlier from bad guys that were trying to poach them and eat them, and etc. So BobTresh is holding this little guy in his hand. This guy who has lived here for thousands of years, who knows the hallway, and he's like, wait, this hallway has traps in it. And I, as a DM, am like, yes, do it. And he's like, and this guy, this is the little guy we saved. Yes. He chucks him down the hallway as a bowling ball, and he rolls over all the tiles, activating all the traps in that one straight line, and then gets disintegrated into a paste as he gets chucked down this hallway, and he's tiny. And I'm like, I mean, technically that worked. And he looks at me and he's like, well, what did you expect us to do? And I'm like, ask him how to get through it. And he goes, oh. And Felix, who was friends with that little guy, is like, oh, yeah, that would have been nice before you killed my little friend. Just chucks him down the hallway. And I'm like, just dude. You've been talking to him on and off throughout this quest. You know he can talk. He lives here. He knows what tiles are safe. Oh, God. I thought that was great. Yeah, it's so funny. Because he was so close to getting it right. Also, actually, last D&D thing I promised. But that same dungeon, the Atlantis dungeon I had set up, at the end of it, the players reviewed it and they were like, "Hey, that was nice. That was a cool dungeon. A little too much fighting." And I'm like, I gave you a riddle demon that said it would open the door if you answered his riddle. You axed him in the face. I gave you an Atlantean merchant. You robbed him at gunpoint. And then when he didn't like that you were stealing his wares, you killed him. I gave you a guide. You chucked him down a murder hallway and killed him. All right? There were 3 different social encounters, and you killed everyone I sent to talk to you. That's not my fault. That's not my fault. You turned everything into a combat encounter. Anyway. I could go on and on, but you get the point. So, focusing on the game. Contende picked Chaos, Bretonia, and Beastmen banning vampire counts. Tien picked Dwarves, and Contende picked Chaos. A lot of Dwarves today. Alright. We love Dwarves. And that jabbering got us through the thing, so we're into the game. They're not called murder hobos for no reason. It is true. It is true. Hume boy, it's your party. Is your party just murder hobos? The RTK party is Bobman and BobTresh are both murder hobos, and Felix is desperately trying to keep them together because he's kind of like a scholar dwarf, where he like loves his books and stuff. But he is desperately trying to like, no, please, stop triggering every trap. And then the Warhammer party I was mentioning earlier, yeah, they're just a bunch of murder hobos. They're with a particular leaning towards arson. Every situation I end up with putting them in, they started on fire. At one point, they started a forest on fire while they were still inside it. And I said, do you understand the consequences of a forest fire? And they said, yes. And then when the fire started spreading, they went, ah. And I went, yeah. You know what fire burns off of? Wood. You're in a forest. Don't know what you wanted from me. But they lived, so it's okay. Okay. So, Thoric Ironbrow, Gotrek, and a Master Engineer from Tien. We have the Dragonback Slayers, regular Slayers. We have a cannon. We have Iron Drakes, Trollhammer Torpedoes, Longbeards, Warriors of Dragonfire Past, and Longbeards with great weapons. I'm guessing if we have a Master Engineer, yep, we have some Gyro Bombers. It's Gyro Bomber Day. Skyhammer and another Gyro Bomber. For Contende, Marauder Horse Masters, Horsemen with Throwing Axes, and Horsemen. Then we have Chaos Marauders, Chaos Warriors, Chaos Marauders with great weapons, Chaos Warriors with great weapons, Mirror Guard, Chosen, and Chosen with great weapons. Then we have Chaos Feral Manticore and a Chaos Sorcerer of Death on a Manticore. These are different things. Just in case anybody was like, 2 Manticores! And we do have Prince Sigvald the Handsome. I mean the Big Dick. I mean the Chad. I mean, won't answer my calls. Not too familiar with Dowie at all, so please remind me attacking, though some stuff doesn't count as attacking. All your units count. Yeah. Every unit he has counts as attacking if it's attacking. RTK readily triggered killers. Yeah. Except for Felix. Felix is just trying to keep him on the straight and narrow. Okay, so these Gyro Bombers, a big problem for them is going to be Spirit Leech. Spirit Leech and these Skirmish Cav will do a lot of damage to Gyro Bombers, because Gyro Bombers have shockingly little health. They only have 2,000 apiece, so each tick of Spirit Leech, even though the Dwarves and have some magic resist, is still going to do great. So if I was Chicken Tenders, I would start casting those as soon as possible. The rest of the Chaos Army is advancing slowly. Oh, but we're going to get a purple sun on this tight formation. If it goes one of these 2 directions, it could do good damage. But it looks like it is going to go back into the formation. No! RNGesus coming back out. Now it's going back for more of the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass, and it kind of just fades off into nothing. I would have preferred a Spirit Leech, but sometimes you just gotta risk it. You gotta risk it for the biscuit. Alright. Content is trying to do what damage he can. Oh, dogs. I didn't notice the dogs. Alright, technically 1 dog. He's trying to do what damage he can while the main of the Chaos Force, all of these juicy warriors are coming. Sigvald has been forgotten for a moment. He got distracted looking at himself in the mirror. And there we get a Spirit Leech onto the Skyhammer as it takes the fight against the Chaos Sorcerer of Death. Oh no, that is not going to go well for you at all, my friend. And that is going to tear out, probably even naturally route, and he could chase it if he wanted to. The other Gyro Bomber has taken some damage. The Mirror Guard are quite far ahead of the Chaos Formation. That could be concerning. I guess, but it doesn't really look like it matters at this point. If you take out the Gyrocopters, you'll probably win the game. And this Deathcaster is going to chase off that other one. In the melee, the Dwarves aren't really going to do that great. They have Longbeards. Longbeards great weapons, but just so little of them. And Dogs are going to take the fight against the Dragonback Slayers. This could be a decent trade, just because the Dragonback Slayers are so expensive that any damage you can get on them is good damage. And the other Manticore, this is a big problem. Other Chaos Feral Manticore is chasing the other Gyro Bomber. And while the Gyro Bomber is faster, it can just do this all game, chase him around the map, and stop him from doing anything, which is an effective trade, because, you know, that's 800 gold, that's 1,150. The problem that could be coming in, though, is Flash Bomb plus Rune of Slowness, reducing his speed to 9, but the Gyro Bomber isn't moving away to really capitalize on the speed difference. These Trollhammer Torpedoes are getting off some decent shots, but the whole time this Gyro Bomber is getting worked on by the Chaos Manticore. And now it's running away, but he is going to follow it. Skirmish Cav have gotten around the backside. They can fire in here, and it looks like the Dwarves are in real bad shape, as both their Gyro Bombers have taken a lot of damage. Chaos Form Manticore, luckily for the dwarves, does rampage, taking it away from its intended target, and it goes down. The Sorcerer of Death can come back at any time, probably Spirit Leech down that last Gyro Bomber, and call it a day. All the Skirmish Cav is teeing off to the Dragonback Slayers, doing good damage to them, but the Trollhammer Torpedoes are still pretty full health, and Gotrek's over here, ready to club into that Manticore, and I think he has a very short life ahead of him. Chaos is pushing through the front line. As you mentioned, there were only 3 units, and most of them were made for holding, not really killing. Only these Longbeards with Great Weapons can even trade back okay, and it looks like they're still losing despite the fact they're only fighting Chaos Marauders. Where are the Chosen? Chosen over here doing just fine. Chosen on the front line with the Great Weapons are also just cleaving through things, and that could be a problem, because Chosen with Great Weapons can put a beat down on Gotrek and this guy. But this could be a big problem. Some great bombing runs coming in from TN. Takes this Chosen that was just at full health down to about half. That can't be allowed to happen. This guy needs to throw a Spirit Leech on him right now, which he does, and then he can probably follow up. But with all the throwing axes coming in, the Spirit Leech taking him down, we'll probably see this Gyro Bomber on its way out. It's really hanging in there. He wants to get his last couple bombs off, and he does drop the last one just as he's about to get rammed by a Manticore and taken down. What a hero. A hero lives in that helicopter, and he crashes the helicopter back into the enemy. That dwarf was going down, fighting to the very end. That was epic. That was brutal. All right, where's Dragonfire Pass routing off? Skirmish Cav are completely free and clear to fire in. I do think the Dwarven days are numbered at this point, but that was fucking brutal. Sigvald's getting worked on by Gotrek and Thoric, but he does have healing. He can back out if he really needs to, and he does have Chosen, Mirror Guard, and, Chosen with great weapon support. So he's feeling pretty okay. Tons of Skirmish Cav all thrown in. These Slayers are running out of dudes, and these Armored Chaos Warriors are perfect to fight them. They don't waste any money on armor piercing. Against the unarmored dwarves, they're just stats. Armored stats versus armored stats. Spirit Leech comes in from the Chaos Sorcerer of Death. Does a little bit of overcast, but it looks like they're just really trying to take out Thoric Ironbrow. Though Sigvald has to be careful, man. He has to back out of here and let his healing do some work. He doesn't need to be in melee for his healing, unlike some other lords. He's staying in it a little bit too long. Siggy's going to rout, which is a blessing in disguise if he doesn't die, but he is going to die. He's at least going to shatter. Okay, Siggy died. Could be bad. That could be bad. Thoric's routing. Without Sigvald, I guess Chosen. Chosen have a crazy leadership, so at least it's not all like chaff. Thoric's routing. Army loss is going to kick in soon, and that'll leave just poor Gotrek. Try and hang on. Trollhammer Torpedoes are back. What are they shooting at? What are you shooting at, little guys? Nothing. Just sitting. You say you're firing, but you're just sitting. Look at you. Just sitting. And... oh, now you fire. Now you fire. I hate when that happens to me. Gotrek and Master Engineer fighting at the very end, but I think the very end is their fate. The shit Contende type stands for Dwarf. Chaos wins this, Dwarf's just going to get out meleeed. And it did happen that way. Because they had Chosen. I'm kind of okay with Chosen with great weapons beating Dwarf Warriors, though. Like, I'm going to throw it out there, I'm going to be controversial. I'm okay with that. The Dwarf Pilot was a true patriot. Okay, I love stay here. Casting the RLCs for Anticity. I love it. I am a big fan of serious gameplay, but once in a while it's fun to host these tournaments that the prize is just changing the Discord picture to something PG-13, and because then it gives you a little bit more room to do some fun stuff, and it's not like... I did the mistake of, when I first entered the scene, I hosted a tournament across 4 YouTube channels with some people where we put like $50 for winners of King of the Hills. And the problem with offering money, because we wanted hype, and the money generated hype, but also everyone was trying super hard. So it's like, we did a bunch of fun events, but then everybody just try-harded as hard as they could. So it's like, ugh. You want to offer some sort of prize for winning, but you don't want it to be so big that people ruin the point of a fun event. And so far, this one's been a fucking banger. There's no terror to take advantage of the lack of ITP. Dowie wouldn't have any terror on their roster, would they? No. No, I don't think dwarves have any terror, actually, now that you mention it. Which I think Grombrindle should have terror. If there were no self-imposed restrictions, what faction would be the strongest? Vampire counts? Vampire counts are high elves, maybe? Flying Taco saying wood elves, maybe? Definitely someone that can abuse flying and, like, skirmishing. That's why I thought maybe vampire counts, because they used to, in Warhammer 1, they were really strong because of flying and regenning and Spirit Leech Kite and all those kind of things. And that's why attacking rules were invented, that, like, casting Spirit Leech on someone doesn't count as attacking. You need to actually move towards them. Yeah. I honestly avoided saying wood elves because I know I talk about wood elves a lot, and I didn't want to seem biased, so I tried to think of something else. But wood elves is probably a good answer. Taco, are you still streaming Battlefront 2, or did you pass that phase? This is the finals, by the way. Oh, yes. Clan Angren has special ethereal heroes. You're thinking High Elves, Wood Elves, Lizardmen? Ooh, Lizardmen Dino Blobs could be pretty strong, KV. I agree. I agree. Let's get the blocker up before we reveal Katende's build. And this is it. This is the finals. Left screen. So we'll go 1, 1, 1. Artisan Tech Priest and Contende in the finals. Whoever wins this gets to pick the Discord picture, change it to something PG-13, just not a gigantic erect penis, not open heart surgery. Not anything that would obviously not go well. But, I don't know, it can be funny. People have used it to troll previously. People have put pictures that they actually like. I don't know. It's just kind of fun. It does annoy certain aspects of the community that my Discord's picture keeps changing. Like, not mine, the rats, but, like, where they find this stuff. They're like, oh, this one changed again. God damn it, can't tell where it is. And I'm like, I mean, we've been doing this for like 6 months. You think if there's a picture you don't recognize, just assume it's the Filthy Rat Den. You finished the campaign. I could stream it again, though. Grombrindle should get the terror skill because he scared Archaon and Be'lakor. Grombrindle scared Be'lakor? We are getting green skins versus Beastmen. Contende was a Beastman main before Torox existed. He's got some pride to defend. Your boy just wants furry things. I don't want furry things. I do want Elden Ring to come out. Which, the fuck? Elden Ring's coming out right around the time Warhammer 3 is. So, how am I supposed to do that? I took an entire week off of work to stream Warhammer 3 for people, and then Elden Ring's gonna be like, yoo-hoo! You wanna play a good game? Tee! I'm a big Dark Souls fan, dude. Big Dark Souls fan. I have Artorias behind me. I have Artorias versus Queek on the wall over there. Some art I commissioned. Big Dark Souls fan. Mushrooms fighting steak. You're alright, Doomsage. They would make a good meal together. Last night, dude, I made some good shit. I'm a good cook when I want to be. And by when I want to be, I mean, usually when I try stuff, it works out like 80% of the time. Because I don't really use... I look up a recipe on my phone. I go, got it. And then when the recipe calls for like butter and I don't have butter around, I have olive oil, I'm like, we'll make it work. Or, that kind of thing. So we kind of pick and choose what we follow in the recipe and what we don't. But I made some Korean barbecue pork with mushrooms, red pepper, onions, garlic, and then homemade sauce. And we put that over quinoa. Delicious. Delicioso. It was perfect. It was perfect, and I'm perfect. It only took an hour and a half to make, which was great. It was the best hour and a half of my life. I'm going to be honest, it took a lot longer than I thought it would. Turn is streaming Warhammer 3 tomorrow. Yeah. Anticity and I are doing our head-to-head tomorrow, but neither of us have access to Warhammer 3 yet. If we did, we would be streaming it, but we don't. Grombrindle is your favorite. He died, but then came back, and the elves made him so mad that he came back to life. Yeah. I will say, man, it's spooky. It's spooky coming up. And last time I talked about this... Sorry. Grombrindle messaged me. I just thought I'd give him something. Last time I talked about this, it got misconstrued that I was talking bad about Turin. So I'm going to be careful. But I'm going to start this off and say, this isn't about Turin. But it is intimidating that they're coming back. Rubber Duck's going to be streaming a lot more. Turin's streaming. Dov's going to be streaming. It maybe Italian Spartacus comes back. It's not Turin's fault that he's Turin, but man, it's going to be spooky when he's back. And it's like, all right, try to find a time to stream where not everybody in the world is watching Turin or Dov or Anticity or Logic or Rubber Duck. And it's like, I got these couple months to enjoy being a small fish in a small pond. Now the big fish are all going to come back with their umbrellas and their sunscreen. They're going to be like, get the fuck out my pond. So, I mean, we'll keep streaming. We'll do what we do. But I got to be ready for that viewership dip. When build pageant? Tomorrow night after I stream. That's a good point, Cyrus. Tomorrow night after my stream with Anticity head-to-head around 7 p.m., so about 3 hours from now tomorrow. 3 hours from now tomorrow. Contende, who's on your screen right now, myself, and then Murphalurf, all three of us streamers will be getting together for a build pageant. What that is you go into my Discord. Hell, I can show you. Left screen, pull up the Discord, go to the Filthy Rat Den, go down to Builds Pageant, and put your builds in here, screenshots of them, whether they're memes, whether they're serious. You can see this one's a meme. Some of them are a little more serious or whatever. Put them in here. We will go through and pick from these builds, talk about them, usually meme about what we think about them, and then take them in a free-for-all. And the fourth spot in the free-for-all will just be left open, and we'll have, we'll just tell people what the password is, and they can join, play free-for-all, and then leave. Someone else can join, play free-for-all, leave. And it's a good time. We just kind of have fun, meme around. It's definitely an entertainment product. So if you come in here and you're like, this is the most meta build I can think of, we're probably not going to pick that one. Probably not. Give us some fun stuff. Give us some juice. But that'll be Murph and Contente. So be a good time. We have tons of fun. Okay. Grombrindle was alright pre-nerf? Oh yeah, Grombrindle was tight. Do you remember the days when he used to be the only good Dwarf Lord, unless you wanted Belagar to be cheaper? The rat scurries as big streamers arrive. Yeah, there is going to be a huge influx of viewers, Smildir. I agree. That's true, and it worked really well for Valkanos when his channel blew up around the Warhammer World Cup times. But, I'm just nervous, I'm nervous, a little scared. Dad's coming home. I haven't cleared up my room, a little spooked. But we'll see. I have some stuff I want to do with Turin that he previously agreed to, last year, because he was going to help me promote the board game that we eventually have coming out whenever the fuck the ship lands. It's 2,000 copies of my board game have been sitting on a ship forever, but now it has a landing date of February 4th. It'll hit land, and then a truck will bring it to Minneapolis, where I have to rent a U-Haul and go get it. So hopefully late February, Turin can host a tournament with me where the winner will get $1,000. And then, so it'll be like a big event, get a lot of eyes on it, and then in the middle he's going to run an ad like, this is this board game made by this asshole, go buy it, yada yada. Nobody gives a shit. And I'll be like, thanks, Turin. Alright, focus time. We have 4, who is this? Artisan Tech Priest. We have the Arachnarok Queen, 1 Stone Troll, Morgan's Mangy Marauders, Deaf Creepers, more Goblin Wolf Riders, 1 Black Orc, 1 Orc Boy, the Night Goblin ROR. We do have Grom the Paunt, a River Troll Hag, and an Orc Shaman. Spirit Leech, Gaze of Mork, and Brain Burster. Okay. We have a Goblin Rock Lava, Nasty Skulkers, Goblins, and we already covered the Orc Boys. Okay. It's a pretty small greenskin build. You could play to your biggest strength at Dog Cam. I would if she wasn't napping. Destroyers of Drakwold, Blackhorn's Ravagers for Contende, along with Ungor Raiders. We do have a Feral Manticore in the sky. And then a Mass Vanguard. Let's fucking go. We do have Kazark, One Eye on a Chariot, Bray Shaman of Beast on a Chariot, Wargore on a Chariot, Tuskor Chariots as well, Ungor Herd, Ungor Spearman Herd, Ungor Spearman Herd Shields, and a Gore Herd. Alright, hold up. I need to check something really quick. Sorry. I'm just checking. I'm checking really quick. Everybody calm down. Everybody calm down. Alright, I'm checking. I'm no fool. Total chariots is 3. Contende! I'm pretty sure I know Artisan's answer, but it's fine. Artie, your opponent has 1 too many chariots. Do you care or can we proceed? He usually doesn't care. Like, he and I have, in these silly tournaments, we occasionally break the rules and it's fine. But since the new Fruit Rules 2.4 that made Gorbel and Torox SCMs, they also reduced chariots from max 4 to max 3. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4. But we'll see. How dare you! It's okay. We proceed, it sounds like. But it's a new rule. Like, very easy to forget. Especially if you've played a faction for so long that it could be like habit, you know, to have your chariot goon squad and another chariot, and it's like, haven't updated it for the rules. So, Artisan didn't care. Okay. Mead build quick battles to end the stream. Maybe. We'll see how long this goes. This is only game 1 of the finals. Blackhorn's Ravagers moving up a little bit, but kind of getting shot at by both random Skirmish Cav and the Goblin Rock Lava. It's a huge strength that comes with a smaller channel. No one streamed during those hours. Oh yeah, I could become an Australian caster. Oh, that could be brutal if it hits both of these units at once. Oh, the freeze frame. Oh, the quick lag spike freeze frame. Almost does that. Almost. Yeah, the community interaction which Turd doesn't neglect. Because it does get hard when you're that big. When you have like 1,000 people watching you and chat is just flying by. It's not surprising that Turin can't stop and talk to everybody. It's tough. Alright. Blackhorn's Ravagers plowing into the goblins. Destroys the Drakwold, doing the same with the Night Goblins. As the chariots and ooh, more Centaurs that we missed. Okay, so Centaurs throwing axes, Centaurs, Grogos will front, and more dogs. Coming in from all sides. And a Manticore summon. The Beast's been going for a real intense surround over here. Now these Ungor Raiders are probably dead. The Death Creepers though, gonna get charged by Manticore. Might actually rout them off. It looks like they are gonna get pulled back by Artisan. Just wants to keep them alive more than he wants to shut down those archers temporarily. Dogs are streaking in ahead of the pack. Ha. Pun. It looks like they're going to get a little bit of damage out of Morgan's Mangy Marauders. Also kind of trying to attack the Goblin Rock Lava, but maybe a little overextended, and they are going to tear her out right off. Centaur is trying to get up in here, and the summoned Manticore is chasing down the Orc Shaman, doing some decent little damage to him. The real Manticore is getting shot by Skirmish Cav, but is taking almost no damage, because Greenskin Skirmish Cav is not particularly good at DPS. Kazric One Eye and his Wargore are now going to try to team up on the River Troll Hag. That looks like some sort of debuff is on them right now. What is it? Smoke Bomb is slowing them all down. That's annoying, but I don't think they really want to move too far from this spot. Manticore is still bullying that Orc Shaman, and where is Grom? Grom was wandering around after those dogs, leaving his force a little bit exposed. And now looks like the River Troll Hag is in a bit of trouble. She's lost about 1/3 of her HP. But these chariots are going to have a bad time against the Arachnarok Queen, Grom, and Stone Trolls. They will probably want to get out of here as their infantry pours in. Manticore is still chasing off the Orc Shaman. And Centaurs have done a good job cleaning up the far side, so I don't think Contende really wants to take this fight for too much longer. The 8-peak loons are throwing their loons through all of these gore herds, doing a crap ton of damage to them, and a brain burst is even going to come in as well. Definitely want to bail out of this losing scenario right here. You're winning everywhere else, just go do that. Easier said than done. Tuskor chariots themselves are very low now, but the 3 heroes are still doing okay. The Beastcaster is actually getting kind of low, but he could pull away and just cast spells for the rest of the game. That's fine. Kazric and the Wargore are both healthy. Throwing axes over here are going to do great damage to the Black Orcs if they can get their shit together and throw, rather than sitting around like dumbasses, but we'll see if they decide to do anything with that. Ungor Raiders finally got routed off by these Death Creepers, and round 2, Manticore's back in the middle of the Death Creepers, as the Blackburns Ravagers have rallied, but need to actually come back into the fight. Looks like these throwing axes waited until after I left to actually do something, and now they're pelting all of these Black Orcs, and that's going very well. It looks like Kazric and the boys did pull away at last. Good, good. And they're over here chasing down the River Troll Hag. That's going to be a big catch if you can shut down both of the magic casters for the Greenskins, because I also saw the Orc Shaman getting chased off by a Manticore earlier. I presume he is dead. Presume. Death Creepers and the Manticore are kind of at a stalemate as these Ungor Raiders and Blackburns Ravagers need to be rallied. But I think the Beastmen probably got this. Probably. They have throwing axes who are very healthy. They now dominate the mobile games. Their throwing axes can go wherever they want. Shoot at the Stone Troll, shoot at the Arachnarok Queen. It's all fine. Kazric's quite healthy. Wargore's healthy. And their Beastcaster is, I don't know, somewhere. Wait, he's not dead, is he? What the hell? Where did he go? There he is. He's fine. Yeah, he's fine. He still has a Manticore in the back pocket. Because they only summoned one, so... Ooh, brutal. Brutal Centaur charge with throwing axes, oversight, and some Chaos Warhounds charging in. Those guys surprisingly have a good leadership bar right now, but I wouldn't imagine it stays that way for much longer. Yeah, it's starting to dip, and Kazric's even coming in. Beastmen are rallying. They'll come back and in greater numbers. Just like the Tusken Raiders. That was them. Forgot for a second. Had a little bit of a stroke there. Orc boys still fighting. Chaos Warhounds are going to shatter soon because they've broken too many times. No way they have one break left in them. Huh. Is there a second dog in it? Guess not. Guess they're just brave little pups. Big Beastman rally on the far side. Pretty good Beastman rally on the near side. So they're doing well. But this could be Artisan's way back into this game. Smoke Bomb slowing down Kazric One Eye, letting Grom, the River Troll, not River Troll, Arachnarok Queen catch up to him. And Kazric's actually maybe going to break, and that could be pretty bad. Throwing axes using a lot of their ammunition into shielded Orc boys. Not the best use of their time. They really do need to refocus. And with the Greenskins catching out Kazric like this, you can see the balance of power is just tanking against the Beastmen now with him this low and this caught up. He's really having a tough time getting out of here. He's been poisoned by the Arachnarok Queen as its little doodads on top of it shoot him to death. We need a second Manticore summon from the Beastmen here. Kazric is starting to pull away just a little bit, but he is so slow. He's so slow. The Arachnarok Queen has 49 speed, and she's catching up to him, even though he has 70 now that he's not poisoned. But charge animations are a hell of a drug. But Artisan has left his infantry all to die, so this could be a big moment, especially these Centaurs that are out of throwing axes anyway. Charge them in. You really need to rout off this large pocket while Kazric's getting, you know, ding-dong-dicked. Not having a great time. 60 speed don't matter against charge bonuses, because we have 43 and 41, and they're keeping up with you just fine, because I don't know, reasons. And here we can see the Contende's doing exactly what we wanted. Nice big rout, takes out 3 units, and Kazric's still alive. Throwing axes into spider hatchlings, that summon will fade soon. That is an unfortunate waste of the throwing axes. But these Ungor Raiders, man, they have so much ammunition. If they can get in range and start pouring in fire, that'll do some great stuff, especially against the stone trolls. You need their leadership down, which arrows will do. Spider hatchling fading away, last throwing axes trying to get away from them. Groghoof's of Wolf's Run can probably run over here and keep all these orc boys running off in the distance because your dogs have since routed, so you don't have any other chasing units. Ungor Raiders are now getting into range. Stone Trolls are super close to breaking, but the Beastmen have such a mobile advantage that they should make sure those guys never come back. Something has to come over here, though. There has to be some sort of mobile unit that gets taken over here and make sure none of this stuff comes back. That's a lot of value over there. Ungor Raiders shooting at something. I don't really know what. Maybe the Stone Trolls? A Spider Hatchling in the middle of this blob. Kind of wondering where the second Manticore summon is from the Beastmen. Groghoofs of Wolf's Run could be used to peel off these Death Creepers because you really want these Ungor Raiders to stay alive. They have so much ammunition. Please protect them. Alright, Contende is on top of protecting them. He's going to pull them forward. Very good stuff. And Kazrak himself is out here chasing. Sure, these Orc Boys may come back, but the Black Orcs and the Stone Trolls really shouldn't be allowed to come back. And it looks like that is what Kazrak's going to focus on. So good stuff there. Throwing axes only have 2 ammunition left, but they can get some decent shots out. Ragnarok Queen is down to half health. There is a charge coming in from the Manticore. Death Creepers are routing, but can the Ungor Raiders hold on long enough? No. Though they have not shattered, they will rally. The Beastmen want to draw this game out at this point, which is weird to say versus Grom, who's normally regenning up with the Stone Trolls. But as long as the Stone Trolls don't come back, the Ungor Raiders are really going to be a big piece in taking out this Ragnarok Queen. As we can see, the throwing axes throw their last few shots. Spider Hatchlings chasing off the Tuskor Chariots. Honestly, the leadership is just going to fail them, but will the Spider Hatchlings fail first? Yes. Kazrak's chasing off Stone Trolls. It feels terrible to have your Lord out here like this, but Contende has to, unfortunately for him. Unless he takes one of his Centaurs that are now out of ammo and chase them over here, but it looks like he's using them as a pinning force. And the Ragnarok Queen's getting very low in leadership. The Ungor Raiders are back. They have to be turned around. They have to start shooting, and they'll do good work over there. But I like the Beastman position. Balance Power is again creeping back towards them, but I don't think that that's entirely accurate to how good this moment is for them. Where's the Wargore, by the way? Beastcaster in the middle of here. There's yet another Spider Hatchling summon. Did the Wargore die? God, we have just been losing track of people. Alright, Wargore was in that blob at one point. Looks like he's dead. There is another Spider Hatchling summon as the Ragnarok Queen builds her own chaff. Ungor Raiders are firing in. Grom the Paunch is at half HP. Spider is much lower. And Kazrak is almost finished chasing off those Stone Trolls. Greenskins get a big resurgence in the balance of power as the summoned Spider Hatchling starts to rout off a lot of things. Blackheart's Ravagers need to come back from their little terror route. Yeah, that is brutal. That is brutal out here. Stone Trolls still just running. Get off the map. Kazrak, get him off the map. So without Stone Trolls, Kazrak can come back. These Gore Herds are going to try to hold off the Spider Hatchlings, but they've already broken. The Spider Hatchlings run straight through them, and they're going to rout off the Ungor Raiders as well. And the Beastcaster is also going to rout way off in the distance. He still routs. Groghoofs of Wolf's Run are back, but man, there's also 2 Unbreakable Goblins there. Kazrak's going to have to put on his carry pants. Spider Hatchlings, ooh, with the Greydens here, they actually have 46 melee attack, which is going to be really good for them, and they have plenty of leadership. There is some rallying support for the Beastmen. Kazrak's trying to come back, but no Ungor Raiders, no caster, and it's a real shame they couldn't get that second Manticore off. And whatever the fuck happened to the Wargore. Groghoof's charging the world's bravest goblins who just are not going to rout. Just not going to rout. Staying there forever. And now that Grom's here, they're definitely not going to rout. Groghoofs, if they pull away, they're going to rout because they're getting attacked in the rear, and they sure do. Without them, kind of surprised they didn't shatter, but Ungor Spearmen are going to run in, get terrified before the fighting even starts, and this is just going to be it. Ugh, that caster shatter. I agree. I agree, chicken tenders. Alright, Kazrak, what you got? Nothing, because army losses is a bitch, isn't it? GG. But Turin has a dog. He does. Hubby's more interactive than someone with an actual audience. Fucking wrecked. Stretch, stretch. Oh. Cramp your arm muscle. Stone Troll's running into the corner entirely. It's true. They just did not want to participate. Wargore did okay. Ungor Raiders unfortunately got shut down. Centaurs did great. Manticore did great. Grom unfortunately did quite well. Both of his casters got the big murdered. I think the Arachnarok Queen got good value. Yeah, she did great. Snow Trolls did awesome. GG, well played. Okay, I'm going to throw the blocker up. My voice hurts, so I need to go get a spicy water. And by spicy water, yes, I mean a sparkling water. You love Grom might be your favorite non-dwarf. I don't know if a lot of people would agree with you on that sentiment, my friend. Flying Taco just submitting in the builds Patrick mentioned earlier. He just submits Nakai. That is it. His whole build is just Nakai. That's pretty funny. All right. So put the chat up so you can see what they're picking and banning. But hey, Artisan Tech Priest has the same idea. Water break. Contende. I've been plugging you like mad. Also mentioning your stream. See, plugging is another word for it. Never mind. BB. I'm back. I'm back. Dude, I kind of hope someday that like Raid Shadow Legends will sponsor this stream so that I can like make the most sarcastic Raid Shadow Legends thing ever. Whenever a streamer I like plugs Raid Shadow Legends unironically, I kind of go, "Oh man, thought you were cool." Does anybody watch Jimmy here? Is that a thing people watch? Grace and I enjoy his meme compilations, but recently he's been getting a little cringe for my taste. Like stuff will be forced. Especially like, you know, I'm 27, turning 28 soon, so I'm not that old. But I don't really understand what sheesh is about. If anybody can explain sheesh to me, I would be appreciative. But I know Jimmy constantly is just like, was that a mouse next to a toaster? Sheesh, dude! And I'm like, I mean, seems like an overreaction. Cyrus is plugging Contende's stream, which he said he'd be streaming later. So go check him out. He's a nice guy. He's a good lad. The amount of money Raid throws at those ads, though. Dude, yeah, I know, man. Trying to market my board game, I found a bunch of YouTube channels that do board game stuff, and I was like, hey, I'll pay you to do a review, or hey, I'll pay you to do a plug. It's like, even me, some random, talking to random YouTube channels, it's still like $500 a plug, dude. And I imagine Raid pays a lot more, so that's expensive. I'm so excited to get it, though. Especially because I didn't know this about Anticity, but he plays a lot of board games. So he was excited to get the offer just because he wants to play the game, and I would really like to know his thoughts on it, just because I like Anticity. So that'd be cool. Who? Jimmy here? I don't know. It's just some YouTuber. I live in Poland. We live in caves. Who pick? What going on? Let's see. ATP? Got it. Empire and Wood Elves. Liar. I didn't see it. GG, well played. I'll pick Empire and Wood Elves. Oh, we found evidence, but I'm still going to call him a liar. I found it, but you're still a liar, Tech Priest. How much is paying you for this amount of plugs? I don't know. It's just, he's just here. He's just a friend. He's just a friend, dude. And for Flying Taco, I made a board game. I've plugged it a few times on the channel, but it was supposed to come out last November. But then COVID happened, and we got behind. So now it's sitting on a boat outside of San Francisco, and it has been for a long time. But I have 2,000 copies coming here. Board games, Puppet Masters, pictures, good to go. Fuck, it's not in there. Is it in Photoshop files? Why do I never have this ready? Oh, it's in done. Okay. There's the back of the box. Boop. I remember I showed the cover once on stream and someone said that it looked amateurish and that hurt my feelings, so never again. I do need to give Artisan his point. My bad. But yeah, so the back kind of shows you some stuff, but it's like a dueling card game, kind of like Magic the Gathering, kinda. But you pick a character on the bottom right. You can see some examples of characters there. So different characters have different amount of health, different amounts of strings. And strings are, since you're a puppet master, certain things cost a certain amount of strings to control and manipulate. Like a goblin takes like 1 string, because it's a stupid little goblin. But if it's like a special named character or something, like the guy in the back right, you can see him, he kind of looks like Kolek Suneater, but he only has 2 legs. That guy costs 6 strings to control, right? So the characters are balanced based on how many things they can control, how much health they have, what their special ability is, and their initiative. And initiative is who goes first. And it's like, it doesn't change. If your initiative is the highest, you always go first, because I balanced you around the fact that you go first. So turn order is pretty simple. But special abilities are things like the Siren Meredith. You can see at the bottom, she sings, and you can take your opponent's puppets from them if you pay a certain cost. So if somebody gets like, oh, I have this knight, and I bought him a bunch of items and a whole bunch of things, and he's great, and he's awesome, you're going to have to get ready for her to sing and steal him, which will affect how you play the game based on who your opponent is. Because that might sound OP. It's like, well, then I can't have any nice things. Yeah. Don't get a single nice thing against a character who's designed to steal single nice things. Like, you're going to have to hoard, drag her down, or buy the item that means they can't be possessed, or buy a spell that does that, or, you know, there's ways around it. So there's like, what are the numbers? 18 decks, 27 Puppet Masters, and 57 item spells. Oh yeah, and the last thing I'll say about it, the reason it exists at all is Magic the Gathering can be kind of dumb, that how many packs come out that are just better than the old packs, so it's kind of pay to win, it feels like, and that got me frustrated. So this, you and your opponents pick what decks you want to play with, like Undead, Eldritch Horror, Knights, Angels, etc., out of the 18, and then you shuffle them together and they're drawn into the center. So that if I made one deck too strong accidentally, both of you are playing with it, so the game isn't just over. Because I played a Magic the Gathering game with my friend recently, and I had an old deck and he had a new deck, and it was just like mathematically over. I couldn't win, and that felt bad. So It's fun. It's a dueling game. I worked on it for like 5 years. I love it. What board game are we talking about? Mine that will come out soon, Goji. Soon, TM. I'll have 2,000 copies of it in my basement, and then I will sell it to the world. Jeremy, are you winning? Yes, you are winning. What's ATP? Artisan Tech Priest. Artisan Tech Priest West. He is currently the Empire player. Teehee. Showing your name on stream might not be smart. I also sell a book, Cyrus. My name's getting out there one way or the other. Alright, for Artisan, we have seen this before. Similar. Oh yeah, we've actually seen this exact thing. So, Contende's on Bretonia, and Artisan's bringing his anti-Bretonia build. So now, this time we have the Altdorf Outskirts Royal Altdorf Griffites. We also have the Steam Tank, the Jade Wizard, the Warrior Priest, and Volkmar, the big blob. We have Flagellants, Sigmar's Sons, the Tattered Souls Flagellants, the Sunmaker, and Spearman with Shields. Good little build. I like it. I mean, I don't like playing against it, but I like it. For Contende, we have Knights of the Lion-Hearted, Questing Knights, Knights of the Realm, Defender of Fleur-de-Lis, Knights Errant, and more Knights Errant. On the front line, we have all of the peasants that I took last time. Men-at-Arms, Shield, Spearman-at-Arms, Shield, Spearman-at-Arms, Men-at-Arms. In the back, we have all 3 types of Peasant Bowmen. But Contende has less Knights than I did and worse Knights than I did, so he paid a lot of money on the Green Knight, then a Paladin, and the Fey Enchantress. The Fey Enchantress will be quite disappointed this game to learn that there's not very much to Mortis Engine now. 9.7 rating from 3 people on Board Game Geek. The only people that would know enough to rate it are the people that have played with me in real life. We did take it to... this thing is play tested. Like, it's not some bullshit like, I'm just gonna release it. Haha! Like, we've worked on it for 4 or 5 years. We took it to multiple board game stores across Minnesota and had, like, nights where we bought, like, some pizzas. And, you know, we were like, if you play our game, we'll give you free pizza. And people came and played, and they wrote on note cards what they would change. And then we kind of congregated them. We're like, all right, I agree with this opinion on this card, or I disagree with this opinion on this card. This guy's just an idiot. So, like, you know, it's been play tested, I promise. So, starting off, Contende is going to take the hill. Hellstorm Rocket Battery is going to fire at him as he climbs the hill. Really trying to punish his advance. It looks like Artisan might leave the Hellblaster. No, he's taking it with him. I wouldn't hate for him to just sit and fire, because the Hellblaster Volley Gun... Sorry, Hellstorm Rocket Battery ROR has such little ammo that you might as well just shoot it all out really quick, and then you can leave that slow-ass artillery piece behind, but he's going to move it. All in Minnesota? Yeah, that's because that's where I live. That is where I live. I didn't think I had to go all the way to New York to play board games with random other nerds, and they would have wildly different opinions from nerds in Minnesota. Besides, I'm a nerd in Minnesota. I only give a shit about my opinion. So our Hellstorm rocket batteries are reconsidering their firing angle. I wonder if they'll continue firing after all their guys were out like they did versus Cuden. Maybe. Achoo! They're just repositioning at the moment. Rockets coming in. They're way too spread out. They're going to miss a lot of things. Yeah. That's the shame with Hellstorm rocket batteries, is they can be very, very underwhelming if they spread too much. But the armies are repositioning. Actually, this steam tank could get some good value. I knew it was there in my game, but I kind of forgot he's essentially a cannon. Steam tank. Steam tank does fire damage in its melee attacks and its ammo? I didn't know that. I should take Steam Tank to go melee with Grom the Punch. So Contende's opting for a slow push. That's going to let Artisan get his ammo out, but not seeming to matter that much at extreme range. At extreme range, the missiles just spread so much. Decent little hit there. Oh man, this peasant mob's going hard. You went to visit your brother at McAllister College in January once, decided to never go back to Minnesota. It's cold enough in Michigan. Yeah, I went to Michigan to go to Detroit for the LCS Summer Finals, League of Legends stuff with my brother. That was interesting. Detroit's a weird city. Like, it is a mix of cool metropolis and, like, really sketch bad areas, is what I could tell as a tourist. But Minnesota's nice. It's good for hiking. Not a lot to do outside of the Twin Cities for, like, posh, cool things to do. But if you want hiking, got a lot of forests and lakes, bro. We are having a slightly laggy, slow advance from the Bretonians. So, that Hellstorm rocket battery is just shooting. It's getting some good value. Do. Hellstorm, a rocket battery. Got some good hits on the Knights of the Realm, and another volley comes in. You went to Detroit? Yeah. Yep. Big ol' League of Legends nerd. I've been watching the lock-in tournament since it started, too. I don't play League much anymore. Like, maybe one game a month, but I still watch the LCS. It's good stuff. Did you get shot? I did not get shot. I did not. Ow! Those flagellants are not enjoying these peasant bowmen at all. I mean, they have 0 armor and they're unshielded, but still. Ah, yes. Tell me more about the Fey Enchantress as I hover over flagellants. Basic spearman at arms trying to fight Volkmar in the tank is not going to go very well for them. And if you're a fan of Game 3s, we're all rooting for Contende here on Bretonia to do it again. Paladin and the Green Knight charging straight in. Going to fight this a little bit. The Green Knight does have to be careful. Volkmar actually does do magic attacks. So if he gets in too deep, he could be in trouble. Archers and a big Bretonian cav charge is trying to take out these flagellants, but while they do a lot of damage, as long as there's a couple models left, those guys are still a decent roadblock. Royal Altdorf Grithfights are running around doing whatever they want. Fey Enchantress is here trying to train down this blob, but we can see the Green Knight's actually taking a ton of damage from Volkmar the Grim. And Fey Enchantress is a bad combatant when she's not Mortis engineering down a whole bunch of things. Single entities are not her bread and butter. Archers are still safe, though, and the Hellstorm rocket battery in the back is running out of ammo as it does a devastating final volley over here, and a banishment's going to follow it up that's going to clean up a lot of these guys if it heads this way. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. It hurts. Ow, it hurts. Oh, the pain. Paladin's already terror routing because he's not Henry le Massif. He is not a true Chad. He is a weak little boy. The Royal Altdorf Grithfights are now in here doing some good stuff. Paladin's about to rout again. I mean, it was a terror up before, so I guess it doesn't matter. We have 2 whole flagellants left over there. And the Hellstorm has its last volley coming out as a Chalice of Potions comes down on it just to do some damage because everything else was too close to the Bretonians. They didn't want it. Chalice of Potions isn't super accurate. It can sometimes go off by a little bit. And off by a little bit in a situation like this means a lot of dead Grail Knights. Sigmar's sons are getting drained down by the Fey Enchantress. That's kind of oddly one of the only situations she wants to be in, but she's going to pull away as she's just taking too much damage otherwise. Peasant Bowmen turning to fire at the Royal Altdorf Grithfights. Do some good damage to them. They're probably going to end up healing capped by the end of this. Alright, we get it! You're a badass. Stop it. It's out of ammo now, so hopefully these knights can be okay. Bounce power is about even, but I think the Bretonians are actually in a rough spot because all their cav is so low that it could end up cycle terror routing and etc. Royal Altdorf Grithfights are going to charge back. They're probably going to murder these Peasant Bowmen quite effectively, and the Green Knight is here. Don't really know what he's hoping to accomplish. A lot of Contende's Knights are routing. Okay. Getting a little nervous. Paladin's back. Green Knight's killing the Royal Altdorf Grithfights. And all 3 of these Peasant Bowmen still have good ammunition. That is like the one thing working in Contende's favor. As for Artisan, his infantry is down to some extremely tattered souls. Sigmar's sons are at half health, and then he has the Royal Altdorf Grithfights as kind of chaff? Pseudo-chaff? Okay. Maybe Contende's not in the worst spot just yet. Archers are pouring fire into the Royal Altdorf Grithfights as Defenders of Fleur-de-Lis and Knights of the Realm are going to plow into the Royal Eldrath Griffites. Are you guys anti-large? No, you're just Frenzy. That'll do some decent damage, especially with Green Knight behind them. That actually lowers their leadership by a lot. But here comes the Blob. Steam Tanks coming in, along with the White Life Wizard and Warrior Priest, giving them a ton of buffs. Shield of Faith, some damage resistance, it's all there. The Enchantress pulls away. How are the Tattered Souls doing? Still alive. Alright, Archers firing into the Blob. There's honestly probably a good amount of friendly fire going on here, but I don't know how much Contende cares or how much he can even do about it. Green Knight is still trying to kill off the Royal Eldrath Griffites, as the Shield of Faith will eventually wear off. Archers are at half ammo, almost full, and then half ammo. So much like my game, it's going to have to turn to a little bit of kiting or he's going to lose the grind battle, most likely. Hellblaster crew is on the verge of routing. Kind of surprised they haven't already. And Tattersouls are still pretty good on models. 21 is fine. Green Knight's heal cap is within sight, and that is real bad. It's a real bad time. He's just getting worked on in there. He is not having a good time. Contende falls pretty far behind in the balance of power. The Royal Eldrath Griffites are routed off, even though they have positive leadership now, so they'll probably turn around quite soon. Sigmar's Sons are being psycho-charged a little bit. Tattersouls are still fine, but nothing left here can take out this big blob. Green Knight's heal capped. That Paladin's about to break and die. Well, he'll run away, so he has one break left in him. But I mean, these Royal Eldrath Griffites are going to come back, and they still have 14 models, so they're plenty good to go. They'll just get healed up. I don't think this can beat the Arty Blob. Warrior Priest is giving fire damage to Steam Tank. I don't think it has it by default. Oh, he has the banner of the flame. I see how it is. Thank you, Cuden. Thank you for your input. Telling us all the ways in which Artisan Tech Priest has made this blob blobbier. Alright. What do we have? Royal Eldrath Griffites did in fact rally. They're now going to get charged by the Green Knight, the Enchantress. They'll probably break pretty soon. And the Tattered Souls are also getting worked down. 3 of them left. Sigmar's Sons, how are you doing? 19 of you left. Okay. A lot of point-blank shots onto the Steam Tank. Does, honestly, decent damage, but not going to be enough. The Royal Eldrath Griffites are broken for a second time, and man, they're low. 137 health between 4 models. Okie dokie. Peasant Archers are going to rout once again. The Tattered Souls are just getting pushed around. It's one guy. There we go. He's finally dead. I don't know what can do this, you guys. I don't know. What are they going to do? Spit on them? Volkmar wrecking the Green Knight was real bad for Contende's build. Because he kind of relied on the Green Knight to be unkillable, and he's just not. Hailstorm Rocket Crew is routing once again. Sigmar's Sons are down to 10 models. Archers are still poking what they can, but it looks like that's the last Archer unit left. Oh no, there's these guys. But they're both running low on ammo now. Volkmar's still full health. Jade Wizard's full health. Warrior Priest is pretty much full health. And there we go. Last commitment of the Knights. Fey Enchantress and the Green Knight all running in here. There is a Soulfire Bombardment coming down, even if the Knights weren't routing, but they are. That's going to be some good damage. Volkmar is kicking the shit out of the Fey Enchantress and the Green Knight at the same time. And that is going to be it. That'll be GG, and Artisan Tech Priest will be our winner for the day. And the lady is disappointed. Oh, Green Knight's unbreakable. Still got a chance. 97 health. That's 96 more than he needs. 30. Ah, he's dead. GG. GG. It's a good 3.5 hour stream. For Chicken Tenders, we do have 2,300 on the Fey Enchantress. The Paladin just got worked on. Green Knight actually paid for himself, so I don't know if I'd call him worth it, but he was there. Peasant Bowman did okay. Knights got slaughtered horrifically. For Artisan, 2,500 value on the Hellstorm. Unbreakable Troops did Unbreakable Troop things. Value was spread out elsewhere, except for Volkmar getting 4,300 because degeneracy. Remember when people used to hate Volkmar? Takes you back. Takes you back. All right, everybody. That's going to be a stream for today. I'm going to go walk the pup, wake her up from her nap, and take her on a nice walk. You guys all have an excellent day. Remember to submit your builds for the build pageant tomorrow night, and also show up for the head-to-head with Anticity in between your Warhammer 3 viewing content, though I'm sure that stuff's going to be great. That is all I have. Yes. If you aren't subscribed, dude, please do it. We're at like 736 subscribers. And if we get up to 1K, that would be gigantic for me. Thank you so much, and goodbye.